exciting! Come on! Woo! Hey, buddy. Take a seat. Come on! That was brilliant. I said take your seat. I threw a chair at him. Guys. Oh my good lord, what is that, man? Oh no! Yeah! Oh no, no! Oh. I make a sound. I make a sound. Oh, I didn't know. I'm so excited! Welcome on in to the first stream of the week. Welcome to Streamsight. How's everybody doing today? Batman, you were first. Congratulations. Batman finally made it to first. I love it. How you doing, bud? Good to see you. Guys, we got some fun stuff planned for you today. I'm excited. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world of Twitch, in the world of YouTube, and in the world of Avengers as well. For those of you who follow my content for Avengers, there's lots of stuff. But today on this channel, on Streamsight, we're going to be talking about the new potential rumored. So I don't want to throw anybody off. Like potential rumored changes to the YouTube monetization. It's very exciting. It's very exciting. I'm actually going to share a video with you guys, which I'm going to drop in the link as I'm going to drop in the chat as well. There is a link to a vidIQ video, which you guys should totally check out. I thought I was following them because I kept getting so much of their content to my YouTube and my Twitter, but it turns out I'm not. So make sure you go check them out as well, because there is some really interesting things on here, especially for those of you content creators who are like, hey, I don't have that like 1,000 like that 1,000 subscribers, and I don't have that 4,000 watch hours, which honestly, quite frankly, to get going is quite hard, and the motivation to do stuff for free for such a long period of time can be a bit of a put off for some people, which is understandable as well, right? Like, I understand people not wanting to do that. I get that. That makes sense. But yes, I am going to be running through some stuff. Hold on, I'm on the wrong scene. This is Streamsight. This is why I need to set up a whole like OBS instance for Streamsight. Bear with me. That will be that one. And I still need to figure out what the hell's going on with that transition. How is everybody doing though today? Kinzo, Batman, Grounded. How you doing, guys? You well? Avengers finally getting content? It is indeed. It is indeed. But like I say, today in this stream, we are focused very much so on the these YouTube channels. I want to show you guys this video and I want to go through and I'm going to kind of like do almost like a live react. And I want to share with you some of the stuff that is actually on there because I think if you create content, this is super, super valuable for like a bunch of reasons. Because even if you don't stream on YouTube, the ability to be able to achieve monetization without going over these barriers is going to be huge. I'm very much excited, personally. I'm very much excited. If this is true, this not only means, so there's a few things, actually, let's watch the video. I'm like, hey, this could mean so many different things. It can mean a lot for this channel. That's one thing, because we are very close to hitting the 500 subscriber mark, which, by the way, if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Question, I'm a beginner programmer. Can I use your music on the websites I make in the future? You absolutely can, Kinzo. This music is free for anybody to use. The only thing you can't do is pass it off as your own. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. It is my music. It's owned by me under the brand Streamsight. But yes, you can use it wherever you like. Use it wherever you want. Yeah, the only difference is like if you are looking to do it as in license it for like use on like in cafeterias and like stores and stuff like that's a little different, but like assuming you're not doing that, yeah, not a problem. Right, let me do a thing though. Let me do a thing. I'm gonna get this video up. This video is super, super cool. Good cheers, potential YouTube changes is big news. YouTube are making so many moves right now, and I don't think as many content creators or many streamers are paying as much attention as they should be, because even if you, like I say, even if you don't stream on YouTube, there is so much value in YouTube.
There are two
seconds. Here we go. It's a great start to this video, by the way. There's a lot of stuff I want to learn from this for this channel. Let's show you this video. Let's see what you think. Because I think I honestly think it's oh, hold on. I've clicked the wrong thing again. I've clicked the wrong thing. I should change these for when I'm doing this. See, there's my intermission. But here's my main. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so let's watch this video. You guys tell me what you think. Let me know. I am realizing that I need to do that. So there we go. Fantastic. Love the love the algo. Stream Deck. I've realized I didn't finish that sentence then. I love the algo Stream Deck. Right, let's watch this.
There are two huge pain points all small YouTube channels face. 1,000
yes.
subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. But in a massive YouTube monetization,
massive,
all of this could become a thing of the past.
Very interesting.
Will that get your attention? The
yes.
source of all of this information comes from a New York Times article, which I will link to in the description just below the like button, and is a fascinating development in itself. I can't remember the last time I got information like this about YouTube that wasn't directly released by YouTube themselves. So consider this a fairly big and unprecedented.
I love the exchange there.
It also means it might not all be true. But there is a lot to get through, so hold on to your hats. So this dude at YouTube, who now knows that I've checked him out on LinkedIn, is calling this the largest expansion YouTube have done in several years, creating new ways for creators to join the partner program.
Let's go.
We're not just talking about long-form content. Monetization is also coming to YouTube Shorts. And make sure to stick around.
That's huge. See, this is the thing. I went into this video expecting one thing.
In audio obtained from a
YouTube Shorts as well.
Meeting, the New York Times say, and I quote, that YouTube plan on lowering the barriers to entry for its partner program. Now,
love that.
History lesson. There used to be a time when the requirements for YouTube monetization were very simple and very easy. 10,000 views. That's all you needed. But then along came the YouTube adpocalypse of 2018, and that ramped up all of the requirements to 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time, which is where we find ourselves today. However, TikTok has been taking huge slices of the market.
Huge slices.
Creating a whole new short-form vertical viewing video experience. So YouTube needs to offer something very enticing, especially to new creators, to help them start making money quicker. And the easiest way to do that is by lowering requirements.
Fellas?
Let's say, for example, and this is purely speculation, YouTube halves all of the requirements. 500 subscribers, 2,000 hours of watch time. That would open up the YouTube Partner Program to hundreds of thousands of creators.
We would not be that far off that with this channel, with this alternate channel. Additional.
What do you think we're going to do? Let us know in the comments below. Also, you have to consider that if more creators are eligible through simple channel milestones.
I saw that. I saw the Iron Man mask. Yes. Are you asking about this channel? Yes. This is my secondary channel. Yes. I say secondary channel. It's my Streamsight channel, not secondary.
But remember, YouTube does still need to protect its platform.
It does.
Creators, advertisers. And if monetization requirements are reduced, that's going to invite more bad actors onto the platform as well. Next up, Shorts. This part of the YouTube platform already has 1.5 billion users. Clearly, there's revenue to be made. So get ready.
Absolutely.
For it. Good news, bad news, good news sandwich. This is the greatest sandwich.
I love how this guy uses literally like he uses like friends references like all the time.
To creators' revenue. Instead, creators have had to endure this weird Shorts fund.
This is strange.
They might earn a couple of $100s for tens of millions of views, but it was never guaranteed. Now, the New York Times article suggests that the traditional ad revenue structure that we all know and understand is coming to Shorts, with one quite expensive difference. So currently, with long-form content, the creator gets a 55% split of the ad revenue.
Now this is interesting.
Shorts, that split is going to lower to 45%. While this may look like it.
See now, like one of the first things, this is what I've learned, and this is a lesson I want to pass on. One of the things I've learned about being a content creator, and I do occasionally falter on it. I do falter on it quite. It's at least like on Twitter. Being reactionary there is super easy. Like as a creator, being reactionary is super easy because you want to be the first to do something. My first like reaction there was like, what? Why are they taking more, like 10% more? Now, number one, there's two things, right? There's two things here. Number one, 45% is way better than zero. Way better. And number two, there may be a reason for it. And one of the key reasons is this. This one I really like.
Cash grab from YouTube. The more likely reason is because there is now a third player in this revenue split. Music labels. You can already add popular music and sound to Shorts without getting any copyright claims. But what YouTube is now saying is that you can earn ad revenue on top of this. And if you do want to check out what is the top trending music and...
So this is super important, right? So this is really interesting. This is super interesting, okay? If that is the case, and you are able to make money whilst using that kind of, like, you know, like trending songs and this sort of thing, where those creators and like those music labels get paid. Number one, the music labels start to get a little less antsy about the whole situation, right? They're like, actually, we're getting paid, we don't mind. 10% better than just like, you know, having to like, you know, scrub all the stuff and, you know, like remove all this crap and make everybody angry at us. Why don't we get paid instead? Huge. No, it's again. So just make sure if you can, I'm gonna put the link to this video actually in chat just real quick. They are not saying that's what they're going to do. That's what they're saying that they could do. You know, so that is a potential. Hold on, sorry, there we go. Forgot to hit enter there. So it's a potential thing that they could be doing, and that might explain why they're doing 45% instead of 55%, which is great. Again, 0% up to 45%, huge. The fact that you can actually have shorts. I like doing shorts. Just want to point this out. I actually love creating shorts. I hate that any effort that I put into shorts is purely going to push people, purely only like to push people to subscribe, maybe. Because the thing is, short form content, those people who are watching short form content generally are going to be one and dones, okay? Generally, don't subscribe as much as many people think they would, unless you're focused on entertainment. If you're focused on like providing value, like guides or like, you know, information and stuff like that, it's a lot harder to create those and actually have someone subscribe. The time it takes to actually get on board somebody is much larger. At least that's what I found. So like, for example, for me, like with my funny clips, my silly clips, like my gaming fails, they work considerably better than anything that when I'm actually trying to provide value. Yet my videos of doing silly clips don't really work on long form. Those kind of videos only really work like for informational stuff like guides and this sort of thing. So to have something that kind of works together, I want to be able to do all of these types of content on the same platform that feed into each other, right? So let's look at this way. Silly like the Spider-Man clip. The Spider-Man clip got, I think in like an hour, got like 3,000 like views on Shorts, right? So Spider-Man clip, right? Spider-Man clip was like, oh, Spidey literally killed someone. Oh man, that's an Avengers video. Ha, that was actually really funny. I really like that. Oh, sweet. Maybe I'll subscribe to that person. And I'll go check out their guide videos. And if I check out their guide videos, maybe I'll have a question that I'll ask them on stream. And then when I ask them on stream, again, like I said earlier, you can go, okay, well, hey, Bob, how does this work? He said, to tell you what, I'm making a video on that. Make sure you keep an eye on the channel, whack your notifications on. Again, it's this whole cycle that YouTube are creating that no one is doing. No one is doing it. Because this thing, TikTok have a massive market share when it comes to shorts. And this is what YouTube have realized, and now they're trying to capitalize on it, right? Which is great. Great for if you're a YouTuber, or just great in general, because I think it would mean more people get paid. Because again, on TikTok, yes, people grow on TikTok and it drives them to where they can make money, i.e. Twitch, YouTube, etc. But on TikTok, it's incredibly hard to make money. I have a quote which I thought it was hilarious. Like, not hilarious, it's not good, but like I found it quite funny considering, right? There are people with millions of followers on TikTok, and I mean like, you know, like 10, like, you know, a lot of followers, like an absurd amount of followers. They're like, hey, I've got like 2 million followers on TikTok, and there was 2 things that happened. Number one, the first story that I had is basically there are the short form content creators that literally are living paycheck to paycheck, like, you know, like barely living paycheck to paycheck because of the amount, but they have some of the most views and some of the most well-known TikTok creators in the world, and they're still struggling to make money because TikTok doesn't pay, right? It doesn't pay the way that, like, for example, YouTube would or like Twitch would, right? If you want to make money, most people are focusing on, you know, Twitch or YouTube. So YouTube adding this element in where you can go, hey, well, that thing that you do on TikTok, all those views, all of those eyeballs, hey, bring them over here and we'll pay you for them. That is massive, massive, right? So that's something to consider, and it's something for me when I'm like, hey, well, how about, like, if I want to be more creative with shorts, that's fantastic, but if I'm not making money from them, if I'm not generating revenue from them, I have to go, hey, where is the money coming from my content? So I have to go, let's focus on that stuff. So I'll make more YouTube videos, I'll do more streams, I'll do this and that and the other, right? Stuff that brings people in, engages people, and gets YouTube to pay me rather than having to rely on like subs like you do on Twitch, etc. So that for me is really, really, really big. Adding shorts into that and actually giving you the opportunity to make money on shorts just changes the game, because then you have because the shorts into like are pushed in front of people's faces so much more, mainly because they're short, right? Like, this easy. It's like you got a 30-second video, like you've got more chance of seeing, like, someone seeing your video because it's only 30 seconds. You do that 30 seconds. If you create enough, or you're creative enough to entice people in, then you can pull them in for the rest, which is really cool. Yeah, most TikTokers get stuff from brand deals. Yes, yeah, the big ones, but you have to be super big to be able to do that. You know what I mean? Like, there are some people who will do stuff like Carbe, who's like now like doing a brand deal with Hugo Boss, which is like mad when you think about it. But like, you look at these things and you go, okay, well, that's where the money's coming from. Yeah, shorts potentially. Again, guys, rumors. Potential rumors, speculation, that's all this is. There's nothing confirmed until YouTube, but there was a article by the Washington Post, which we are going to go through after watching the video. Make sure you watch the video with the rest of the video with us, and then we're going to go through the article. So there's potential stuff coming up. Nothing confirmed, mostly rumors, but I really want to talk about it. No worries, Miss Euphonium. I just want to reiterate, and I think we do need to. Rumors, no, not Miller. Let's leave Miller out of this. Right. Sorry, I had a splinter or something in my hand then. Right, okay. Let's carry on watching the video. Because again, like I want to highlight YouTube Shorts, if they get monetized, huge shift coming in the creator space, I think. Like absolutely massive. That's a lot.
Effects on both TikTok and YouTube. Yeah, check out our app. vidIQ Viral curates trending sounds by location, topic, artist, and notifies you when new sounds
That's quite cool, actually.
So you can act fast. It's free to download for both Android and iOS now.
I might actually get that. That's really cool.
It will really help creators understand why YouTube is the place to start their shorts career, which is code for TikTok. We're coming after your creators. And all of this leaves us with one remaining question. When is this all going to happen? Well, the rumor is as early as tomorrow. Now, I wouldn't imagine anything to change immediately.
Which is today.
Will likely announce timelines. Unless, of course, this is all just rumor and innuendo, or this leak forces YouTube to back off and change its plans. But whatever happens, I've got an unusual request. I haven't asked...
So this is where he says go to subscribe to his channel. And honestly, I've been watching vidIQ channels for a while. You should subscribe. I didn't even realize I wasn't subscribed today. So I just subscribed today, so make sure you do too. It's really good, legitimately.
If you want a 5-minute explainer guide on monetization, whether it's the old system or the new system, check out this video over here.
Right, that's the end of the video. Like the thing is just a friend's clip. By the way, go subscribe to them. I'm very much very much supportive of what they're doing, because I think some of the topics they're touching on are fantastic. Let's have a look at the article real quick, because this is kind of huge, right? This is kind of huge, especially. Oh wait, hold on. Do I have to subscribe? I've reached my limit of free articles. I've not even checked this out. What do you mean? What do you mean? Hold on. Let's see if we can do this real quick. Let's see if I can subscribe real quick. Let's put some music back on. Bobby's streaming into Streamsight channel, but on his main channel. Yeah, on this PC on Twitter, yeah. Oh, whoa. Oh, emote stop. Nightbot just went a little bit ham. Jeez. Sorry about that, Miss Euphonium. That's not supposed to happen. I mean, again, it was like five emotes, so it was like, ah! Sorry about that. Let me make that a little bit less angry. Hey Nish, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Sorry, that was a bit crazy, wasn't it? Streamsight, yes. Oh, hold on. Ignore me. I need to log in. Like, let me log out. Let me log in with my. Oh, Diggy, go into Nightbot, can you, for me, and get your user ID? Can you get your user ID? And just DM it to me. Because I'll get you to be able to manage the channel. Spam protection, there we go. Excess emotes. Let's disable the excess emotes. I don't mind excess emotes. Excess caps? No, I'm fine with that as well. Blacklist words and phrases. Excess symbols. Disable that one for now. Links is enabled. Links will remain enabled for now. Here we go. Okay. By the way, we are over on Twitch, guys. If you wanted to go ahead and drop a cheeky view over on Twitch, we're also over on there. Cheeky follow over on there. This channel will be simulcasting. I'm mainly focused on YouTube, but I will simulcast everything over to Twitch. If you prefer that as viewing experience, that is the thing. That is the thing. Give me a sec. Let's see if I want to see if this works. I want to see if this really works. Give me a sec. Shut up. Shut up, no way that worked. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Thank you, guys, I appreciate it. Right, let me go back. Let me go back and actually, will there still be a watch time requirement? I believe so, yes. I believe so. It'll be interesting to see how that works for accounts that want to do shorts, since aren't the channel statistics different for shorts versus full videos. They are separating everything out. They're even separating it out on the main like channel pages now. Let me go through a few changes. Actually, there's some cool stuff that I'd like to show you guys. 2 seconds. I'm just getting some pinks as well. Thank you, Diggy. Let me give you access to the Streamsight one. Can I give you access to Streamsight one from here? I wonder if I can. Settings. I just added you, Diggy. That might give you access to my channel. If that gives you access to my channel, let me know and I'll give you access to the Streamsight channel as well. You should have access to both. Hey, Miss Niche. Prefer what? Hi, by the way, I'm new to Twitch. Lol, JK. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much for opening tabs. It's always nice. Obviously, the more focus we get on both platforms is always good. So I'm trying to access this article. I might actually have to pay. To access this article, which is a real... I'm not gonna lie. The fact that I can see an advert, on this, like, which is like a good chunk of the freaking header, and it's still making you pay, is a bit frustrating. That's a bit frustrating. Am I gonna have to pay for this? The reason why I prefer Twitch to watch a streamer is theater mode. YouTube has theater mode, but doesn't place chat box and site. There is a... Hold on, let me do a thing. I'm going to send you something right now, Lightling, which you guys should totally install if you like that sort of thing. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just check my bookmarks. Just get the guy to leak GTA to give you access to the article. That's a very interesting thing going on, isn't it? Why is that on my... Why is that on my bookmarks? That was a very strange thing to have on my bookmarks. I've got some random stuff in my bookmarks. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Truffle TV. Here's the link. Beautiful. No, it was a random... It was the, you know, when... Harry Styles supposedly spat on Chris Pine. It was that. I don't even know why. I had that. I shared it, but I must have accidentally hit bookmark at some point. I think it's your main for the Nightbot thing, but also don't know how to tell. It should say... When you go up to the right-hand corner, DE, it should say channels you manage, and it should say whichever channel it is. Hey, Yinks, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. I didn't like me, couldn't say hello, so I switched back to Chrome. On Edge, you couldn't say hello? That's weird. But that link there, Lightling, is the Chrome extension that makes your YouTube look more like Twitch. It's very useful. It's really good, actually. I do think there are some things from Twitch chat that YouTube could 100% grab. I really do. He hasn't, has he? This is the professional channel, though. I think he's trying to be professional, maybe. Who knows? Who knows with Inked, eh? Right. I can't get access to this article, which is a real bugger. Okay, shall I kind of don't want to subscribe, but I'm going to have to, aren't I? I just didn't want to subscribe more than anything else. No, I don't want updates, no. I'll pay you with PayPal. What do you mean? Basic access, £2. It just said, did it not just say 50p? Get unlimited access for a week for 50p. Is that if you... Your payment method will be automatically charged £2 for every £2 every 4 weeks for the first year. It will then be automatically charged £8 every 4 weeks thereafter. Oh, okay, so it's charging me for 4 weeks. Oh man, this is shady. This is shady. This is shady. I don't like this. Okay. I'm gonna literally cancel as soon as we've done this. Is Chrome the thing from Fortnite? Yup. You a bit chilly? I am a bit today. It is a bit cooled. Right, Ellie, here we go. Finalizing my purchase. Okay, bro. Okay. Okay, let's see what you got for me. Oh, great. Continue without all access. What's all access? Dude, I want to read one article and you've charged me £2, you absolute scammers. No, I don't want to continue setting up. Just give me the article. Oh my gosh. How do I cancel this? Like, I need to cancel this. This is the worst. This is the worst. No, I don't want to download the app. No. No, back to reading. You criminals. How do I cancel my subscription now? Subscription benefits, account settings. I'm literally going to cancel this right now. This is so bad. Basic access. Few more details. Cancel your subscription. Right, okay. We're going to read this article. We're going to read this article. New York Times are trying to scam me, man. This is ridiculous. Here we go. All right. Look, there's a giant ad there. Right. YouTube opens more part. Right, okay. Here, let's turn the music down a little bit. The video platform will let more creators earn payments and place ads in shorts. It's TikTok competitor, according to audio from an internal meeting. YouTube is expected to announce more opportunities for content creators to earn money on its video service, hoping to guard its role as home to popular personalities and gain an edge against rival TikTok. The Google-owned company plans to let more video creators earn money from the platform, lowering the barriers for entry for its partner program, according to audio for a YouTube all-hands meeting on Thursday. YouTube is expected to make the announcement at an event on Tuesday. It's the largest expansion we've done in several years, creating new ways for creators to join the program. Is that Amjad Hanif, Vice President of Product Management and Creative Products, said in staff meeting. A YouTube spokeswoman declined to comment on Thursday evening. Under YouTube's old rules, creators made money only if audiences watched at least 4,000 hours of the videos and they had at least 1,000 subscribers. YouTube's parent company, Google, has faced intensifying scrutiny from regulators who have accused it of anti-competitive practices and expressed concerns over Google's dominance in some areas. The company has in turn promoted the economic benefits it brings to small businesses and ordinary people. YouTube said that it contributed 25 billion to the US economy in 2021, creating the equivalent of 425,000 full-time jobs, and helped 85% of YouTube creators with small businesses expand their companies. YouTube has become the web's most popular site for watching videos, in part because it's paid some of its creators for the last 15 years, enticing people to continue producing content for the platform. With its lip syncs dance videos and the affections of Generation Z, TikTok brought fresh competition to YouTube. To compete against the Chinese-owned TikTok, YouTube initially launched Shorts, a category of bite-sized vertical-oriented videos, in 2020. YouTube said that in June. That's mad, isn't it? Shorts is only like 2 years old. This is mad. YouTube said that in June the product had 1.5 billion monthly users. Now YouTube will bring ads to Shorts, according to the meeting audio and two people familiar with the situation who are not authorized to discuss product plans. The company plans to pay creators 45% of ad money, according to one of the people. YouTube creators have traditionally received 55% in the money from ads that play before and during their videos. The payment will really help creators understand why YouTube is the place to start their Shorts career, Mr. Hanif said in the meeting audio. He also added that YouTube would let creators use popular songs in short and long videos, short and long videos. That's interesting. Making this content more like TikTok's, and YouTube's creators will be able to make money from the videos. Previously, revenue went to the copyright holders of the music. That's for everything. That's really cool. Giving them a slice of the pie rather than all of the pie and us trying to go different ways. That's interesting. I'm wondering what that will mean for services like my own, like Streamsight, whether that will actually benefit in that way, or if people hey, I'd rather get the extra 10%. That's interesting. That's really interesting. I think streaming works differently. I'm not entirely sure that they'll be able to do that via streaming, especially because of this subscription style thing. So I still think there's value in stuff like the DMCA free music, because it will save you from that. But maybe short form and long form videos maybe have a little bit more leniency, I guess, between those. We'll have to see. Again, I imagine you would be using 10%, losing 10% of your revenue. Whether people feel like there's value in that, I don't know. For me, for example, like for Streamsight stuff, if you guys don't know this, by the way, you should totally listen to Streamsight music. Actually, there's a good segue, little promo section for me. That's not the, hold on, did that work still? No, it did not. There we go. So I would say, yeah, I'd rather have something safe forever than the, oh, we changed policy. There is that as well. There is the risk to that as well. I think there's some valuable conversations there. But yeah, I'd be interested to check it out and see what's actually going to be happening with that and how that actually changes things. I don't think for a lot of things. Hold on, did that really take that long? Oh, it did. Ninebot and Stream Elements. Jeez, Stream Elements got beat though. But yeah, I think it's really interesting to see how all of these things tend to work. I would err more on the side of caution personally. But hey, who knows? Who knows? I think for streaming, you're still going to want to focus on like DMC. And I'm not just. Sorry, I switched things there mid thing there. I think realistically, you're going to want to have like the safe stuff for streams regardless, just because the subscription style thing. I think that's still going to be a thing. Wait. There's several ways to cancel your subscription. Cancel your own subscription. Select reason. What? You could do it by phone? My subscription is too expensive. Continue to cancel. Why is it keep... No, I don't want to keep it at the current rate. Oh. If you cancel right away, it literally gives you like... It literally says like... You can have your subscription at 25%. No, I just want to cancel it. I don't want to pay you any money to read like a single article. Go away. You've cancelled it. That's so bad. That's so bad. That's a terrible, honestly, that's a terrible, it's a terrible, terrible thing. I'm literally shocked at how much that cost just to do that. That was mad. And how much they try to keep you in there. No, yeah, that's a whole different video, isn't it? Just like complaining about article like revenue. Like it's very sneaky. It's a very sneaky way, especially because they've got ads plastered everywhere as well. If you like have that, you'd expect an ad-free experience. I don't know. What's bitrate? Oh, the bitrate thing. Yes. Did it quick, unrelated. Do you remember that you had those free graphics to use as bits icons? Yes, they are. They are right there. Thank you, Diggy. Enjoyed the article reading and took it out. With all these leaks, sorry? I might hire a plumber. Oh, okay. I was about to say, you miff? I don't know what miff is. You're miffed? It's just angry. GTA thing once sucked, by the way. The GTA leak was terrible. If you had any other response other than, man, I feel bad for the devs, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like, that was so rough. And the amount of people, oh, there was a fantastic one. There was a fantastic one. And it was used as one of the greatest, somebody was saying, it's like, this is one of the greatest examples I've seen of somebody not having any idea what they're talking about. Like, you know, all the confidence, but still literally no idea, which it's so true. Okay, sorry, I just saw an article that just said my baby's dad refuses to pay child support, but is subscribed to my OnlyFans. I don't know. Wow. That's the whole thing. That's enough, isn't it? I meant for those that show in chat next to the username. Oh, you mean bit badges, you mean? I didn't. No, I haven't actually. Do you know what? I could though. No, I could though. I could do some cheeky little ones. I haven't actually done any. No, I did the animated bits, but I haven't done the bit badges. No, but I can do. That's definitely something I can add to the list for sure. Anything that you have in terms of suggestions around assets and resources, and you're just like, hey, I'd love to have these. Like, if there's a thing. No, not from me, I'm afraid. No. Maybe. I don't know. Like now, I'm like questioning it, but I am more than happy to create some stuff. I'm more happy to create some stuff in general. And if you're ever like, hey, I got some suggestions, don't forget to drop them in discord.streamsight.net. That's a whole thing. I'm trying to find this tweet, guys, and I feel like if I scroll my main feed, I'm going to find this regardless. It's going to be a thing. So give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna come across this just by scrolling, and honestly, that's gonna make me laugh if I do. If I scroll fast enough. Actually, hold on. I know someone who retweeted it anyway. Also, that Nightmare thing was for the main account. Okay, sweet. Let me add you to the other one. I have to log out and then add you, go back into the other one, because how it works. It's interesting. Let me grab that as well. Let me grab you access to this one as well, Diggy, so you got it. But for the most part, I think I also need to disable the commands and stream elements, don't I? That's gonna be a thing. Settings, new manager. There we go. Diggy, you have access now. Beautiful. You can do the SE stuff. I don't think you can do the SE stuff for Streamsight, can you? I don't think you have access to the Streamsight stuff. That's all right. I've done it now anyway. Beautiful. What am I up to later? Later, as in tonight, I'm going to be streaming Avengers, my dude. New Avengers content. Very exciting stuff. By the way, guys, if you haven't liked the stream, don't forget to like the stream. Really helps. Appreciate you. But yeah, let me hold on. I started to find that article, didn't I? And then I got distracted. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just jump back onto this. Kino retweeted it. Here it is. Let me show you this. This is cute. Hold on. Let me actually find this whole tweet. So design for mind. Oh my gosh. I feel like anybody. I love that he's got a creative thinker, by the way. Very fun. I'm trying to find. Hold on. Can I just search this? Can I just search this dude's app without searching him? Because it's not him I want to search for. It's like the app. Hold on. What? Hello? How many times do you have to hit copy for someone to copy? Okay. Yeah, I just want to search. Here we go. This is fantastic. So this is in response here. So this is in response to Mr. T Lexify posting the GTA 6 leak proves that gamers have no idea about how game development works whatsoever. These homies are literally complaining the game looks unfinished when it literally is, which is hilarious. And then someone's like, it looks ass though. I give up on Grand Theft Auto and Rockstar as a whole. Just another mid developer that doesn't deserve the hardware we have now. God, that's terrible. It's like, it looks ass. You haven't even played it, let alone play or see a mission. The game is still in development and you won't be releasing this year or the next. You can say it looks ass until once you've seen the official gameplay released by Rockstar, which is 100% true. Like anybody, like these takes are ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous when it comes to actually looking at what a game is at this point in its development, right? There's a great example that I saw used, which was like a Spider-Man. Again, Spider-Man is considered one of the better games of recent years, right? Like a really fantastic game, right? The PC port was like so good as well. So you've got that game, but if you look at what that game looked like at first, you'd see that like it was just all like every building was just a different sized rectangle, and that's literally what it is. It's so stupid. saying Rockstar is mid isn't even an opinion, it's straight up incorrect. Like, it's mad. Again, if you don't like that stuff, I've said this before, GTA mechanically, like GTA 5, mechanically is just, oh, god awful to control. Like, it's clunky and it goes all, but it's never been about that for GTA. It's about the gameplay loop, right? A game doesn't need to have the most advanced mechanical, the most advanced mechanics for your movement of your character. It's a big thing for me, but it doesn't need to have that for you to have fun. Now, you guys know me, I'm like, what if you, right, if every game had the mechanical ability for a human being, like a human played character or a humanoid character, as Metal Gear Solid 5, I would be screaming with excitement. Like, I'd be absolutely, like, floored, because that game was almost sublime, I'd say, in terms of mechanic, but the story ended up, like, flopping because they didn't even finish the damn thing. Yeah, it's still one of my favorite games. Why? Because mechanically, I think it's incredible. So this is the thing, it's like, you can enjoy stuff for certain things. Some things can be some things can be particularly good, you know, but other things are like, you kind of sat there going, it doesn't need to be like mechanically, like perfection mechanically. There we go, trying to get my words out right. But as long as it's fun, that's the whole point of video games, right? But also, like, as a human being, guess what? You don't get to have that much, right? Them slowing it down can be a factor of it, like Valorant, right? Valorant is a very slow-paced movement-wise, but very fast-paced in terms of action, in terms of, like, you know, your gunplay and everything that's going on there, because your TTK is, like, stupidly low, but your movement speed is actually very, very slow, right? So, but Valorant isn't bad because of that. That's just the way they've chosen to go and use, like, you know, like how they've gone mechanically. So it's very weird to see people that actually have no idea about video games, or their idea of video games, and I don't really have that much idea at all, but like idea of video games extended to simply like how a Call of Duty game moves, or how, you know, something specifically moves. It doesn't need to all operate the same, you know. I guess that's at least, it's not just people in the Avengers combos that seem to have no idea how games are actually made. Yes, it's gamers in general. They might bring some new change, but right now I think they're just building the game for the foundation of GTA 5. Take a bit of time until they actually announce it. Absolutely. And again, like, if they are going to bring, like, fundamental, like, you know, changes over time, like, it's like, oh, this is a good point. Yeah, these graphics look very finished. Lol. Like, they're probably using assets from there, and then they'll be going over all the assets as they go. This is so painfully wrong. Please ask someone for compensation on your degree. I love this. So yeah, they basically, this was incredibly intelligent. If you knew how game development goes, you know that visuals are one of the first things done. That is, like, anybody who doesn't know anything about game dev, if you don't know that, then I'm confused and upset for you, because I don't know where you've been. If you play a video game or understand any minute thing about game development or anything about any kind of creation, visuals are almost the last thing done, right? Almost the last thing, unless you do my projects, and then usually it's like the copy is the last thing done. That's a designer joke, by the way. This game is 4 years into planning and development, and what you see is almost exactly what you'll get. The next year is mission coding and debugging, all that back-end stuff. This is, oh my god, this is one of those things, you know, like when someone tells you to speak with confidence and people will believe you. This is like a perfect example of that failing. It's like pure, like uncut, like 100% confidence, but also in the same breath, pure 100% uncut idiocy. Reminds me of a politician. Yeah. Let's say something confidently. I hope no one actually knows what I'm talking about. Hilarious. I love this. This is categorically absolutely not how video game development works, I can personally assure you. I don't know who told you this, but if you paid money, you deserve a refund. Please tell us what school you went to. Education is important. Don't miss school, please. Oh, I love it. I do love it. I actually think it's hilarious. I actually think it's hilarious that, like, people could think that I don't know a lot about game design, but I learned a lot more about it from the comments here. Your willingness to share information on top of very little. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Did you want Jaws as a child? You were smashed against the wall. Jeez, that's madness. It's very, very interesting though. Very interesting to see people talk about this like this. Interestingly though, you complain that an unfinished game looks unfinished, right? Overwatch lets you use a Coke can as a placeholder for Mercy. I was lucky enough to go to the Rare Studios for when they were just before Sea of Thieves released. I was very lucky to be able to go there. We went to the Rare Studio and they showed us the first pitch to, which I think is, by the way, this is a testament to how smart some of the people in the games industry are and how intuitive they are as human beings as well. It's very cool. There was basically this god-awful looking group of polygons. The pirates were stick figures with scribbled smiley faces, and I mean it was horrific looking. It was horrific, really was. Anyway, we're watching these people just go and the animations are like this, legs moving with arms and all that, opposite to arms or whatever, and they're walking and they're shooting each other, and it's the shot is like this. That's it. That's all it's doing. And the characters get bumped back and all this sort of stuff, and they're like, oh, we go on the ship, and they were raise the sails, and they just went to the thing, and then it just stopped, and then the sails went dunk. After a couple of seconds, it would go dunk. And that became, and that was so this was recorded where Phil Spencer had actually gone to the Rare Studios to play this version of the game, and it was I was watching it, I was like, this is madness. This man signed a multi-million signed off on millions of dollars into this game to get it made based on this, and I'm like, that's absurd. And it wasn't even remotely close to what GTA looks like at this point, because obviously GTA has existing assets from the previous games and all this sort of stuff, especially 5, right? So yeah, I was just looking at it, I was like, how can anyone think that an unfinished game be oh, this game looks unfinished when it's literally unfinished, and then be surprised about that? I don't know. We roasting gamers, get me in my public. I don't know. I don't want to keep calling these people gamers, because that isn't gamers is not the lowest common denominator there. It's idiots. Morons is the common denominator there. They might be idiots that game, but the key aspect that we're focusing on right now is idiots. But yeah. Yes, Paul. Yes, exactly. I think it's quite funny though that so many people were I mean, one thing is, man, apparently it was hacked by a 16-year-old kid and a group of young teenagers. First of all, damn, they smart, but also, damn, they stupid. Don't mess with Rockstar. They are angry human beings. You seen the kind of games they make? They came up with that stuff in their heads, all right? Don't push them. Rockstar lawyers are notoriously scary. Infamously so. I wonder if they'll switch to GTA 6 Online, if there will be one to leave GTA 5 Online, or let GTA 5 Online switch to GTA 6. I think it will go into GTA Online. So, you will filter into it. That would be my assumption. Or maybe they just scrap it and leave it. Honestly, I think it's a real shit. If there's anything that I disagree with what Rockstar... if there was anything I would say to Rockstar, it would just be why the hell did you let Red Dead Online kind of dissipate into nothingness? I'm assuming it's money, but I feel like they could have so much more potential. They claim to be the same person that hacked Uber as well. Yeah. Somebody just posted in Discord, by the way. Riffian posted in Discord. There's 5 or 6 new jobs at Uber for security engineers. Jeez. Red Dead Online just couldn't compete with Anthem. Facts. How you doing, Faye Walker? Good to see you. Faye Walker, I mentioned you in my member-only video, by the way, which I actually finally recorded the August one today. I did it on my desk. I've been trying to get outside to do these videos for so long, and I realized that if I carried on trying to do it, it just would never get done, and it just keeps steamrolling. So I'm just jumping on them. No, in a good way. In a good way. Audio was so good back when it was original. I don't know what they did wrong. Honestly, like, I think griefing was a big part of it, because griefing didn't exist. I don't think Red Dead Online, the original, griefing was nearly as bad. But when they opened up to open world and then they just didn't add those restrictions in, yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I don't feel like I don't feel like it was necessarily Rockstar that ruined Red Dead Online. I feel like it was the players. Very much for me as well. Other people in Red Dead Online was the worst thing that happened to Red Dead Online. I will need to do a react video on it, and that's how we do content right now. You can't because it's member only. Do you know what I wanted to do? Get it on PC, get like 8 people, and just run around doing the hunting stuff, because it's super cathartic. I'm not someone for hunting in IRL, but in a video game, it's very relaxing. I don't watch those member vids for your step count, lol. If you do it, that's cool too. I wanted to try and do some more vlogging stuff, but it just doesn't fit with my timetable. I wanted to feel more like doing that sort of stuff. I don't know. I'll get there. But yeah, I figured that yeah, it'd be better if I just get them out rather than just keep waiting for an opportunity to get outside, you know? Bob Duck and Sandwich, indeed. You picking up Breakers or Spirits Unleashed? Who? You mean Dragon Ball Breakers? No. I don't even know what Spirits Unleashed is. I love hunting. Playing hunting sims like the one the Game Pass was very fun. See, I don't like that one. I only really like it in Red Dead. It's weird, isn't it? Very particular. I am. Yes, that's exactly what I'm like, Paul. Far Cry, actually, yeah, Far Cry. Far Cry, very, very fun. Except those honey badgers, that's downright terrifying. But yeah. Really, right, again, going back to our initial topic, by the way. Very, very excited about YouTube. I want to know, those of you who create content on Twitch, what's your thoughts now if they start paying people for shorts as well? Are you going to stick with Twitch, or are you going to go, hey, I'm just going to go full YouTube? I'm genuinely interested. Because I am of the mind, personally, this isn't me trying to say, hey guys, like, come and stream on YouTube. That's not what I'm trying to say. From my perspective, I'm finding day by day less reasons to stream on Twitch. Yeah, and I think if people aren't at least trying it to test the waters, you're missing out. I'm thinking that, Inked. I really am. YouTube gaming is better. If I think Harris said this. YouTube, hold on, what is it? It's easier to make your first dollar on Twitch. But it's easier to make a living on YouTube. Yeah, I think splitting your time. If you're a full-timer, I think people should be splitting their time already, honestly. I think, yeah, so this is the thing. Like, my thing is growth, right? If you, and this is, and I could be wrong, but regardless of my intentions around streaming, like just doing it for fun or trying to make it into a career, regardless, I've always been, how do I grow this thing? that I'm doing? How do I progress it? How do I and again, not everybody has to do that. I'm not saying anybody should do that or have to do that, but if you are planning on growing, if you want to grow, these are the things I think people should be thinking about. I think, again, I don't think anything's objectively better. Do you know what I mean? I think for me, YouTube is going to be better. And I think for a lot of creators who want to do like multi-format, like content creation, YouTube is going to be way better than Twitch, because Twitch is never going to put in that clips function. Well, no, sorry, no, let me dial that back. Like, Twitch is very unlikely to be able to implement the a TikTok, like YouTube short style function and benefit from it algorithmically, because it's not ingrained in what it does. TikTok is all about the algorithm. YouTube is all about the algorithm. It's all about discoverability. It's all about showing different things to different people, but still showing the same things, like in the same similar veins, right? Twitch has never been about that. Twitch has been, we'll kind of pick the top line. It's like Mixer. Mixer didn't do a better job of it, barely did a better job of it. Do you know what I mean? It was nicer because it was smaller. There was less people to compete against, so it was easier. But yeah. I would just be saying, if you want to create content specifically on something, on one thing, I recommend YouTube, personally. It's a very high level without nuance, right? Hey, Llama, how you doing? Great to see you. It's been a hot minute. How's things? You excited for the new YouTube news? Same. If this is a thing, if this shows up, I'm going to be very, very excited. Very, very excited. By the way, actually, there's another Twitter tweet, YouTube tweet that I need to show you. You're shocked you're awake? What time is it for you? I know. I'm streaming a little bit later now, but not that much later, I'll be honest. I'm really enjoying getting the 1K and the 4K watch hours. I feel like for the first time when I was doing it on my main channel, it felt like I was chasing something. It felt like I was growing something again. I would love for that to be halved, but I think that's maybe because I'm sat here going, I would love to see. Tell us about your recent experience in the New York Times. You don't want to know. You do not want to know. But I want to stream. So I'm going to be streaming. This is the interesting thing. I want to create content for both this channel or for my main channel. I want to do shorts. I want to do long form, and I want to do streams. And YouTube is very much doing a lot of that, hitting those things for me. No worries there. You take care, buddy. Hopefully we'll catch you around for the stream at 3, which is going to be in a couple of hours. We're going to be jumping over. I'm kind of waiting for the Avengers thing to happen. I've got 3 separate streams happening today. I think I finished at 4 today. Nice. It's 7 a.m. for you. Oh, sod that. I was up at 4:30 today, but that was because of Charlie, and I'm kind of just powering through. I've got this stream. We've got another. I'm moving over to the gaming channel for my main channel for some streaming, main YouTube channel to stream some Play Avengers stuff, stream some Avengers stuff, the new update, and then in the evening again I'm going to be streaming from 8 p.m. as well. So I'll go in, so it's like 12 till 3, 3 till 5, 8 till 11. You're 290 subs away from 10k. I know, it's huge, isn't it? What about GeForce Beyond? I'm not going to be watching it dead on, but I'm very excited about it. I would love to work with NVIDIA. Just throwing that one out of their universe. It's a whole thing. I said this before, Twitch needs to buy a site or make a feature like Streamlabs and then allow creators to take their clips for free and edit them. Yes. I still think how there isn't, I still would like to see YouTube create a feature like the thing I've done, and which I'm going to promote on this channel. I don't know who's seen that. Has anyone seen my clip thing in action? Have you guys seen it? If you'd like to see it, I'll happily show you some stuff. or just InShot on mobile. InShot's incredible. Have you seen the new detail thing inked? InShot's like blowing my mind right now, honestly. Absolutely blowing my mind right now. I need to reset it. You want to reset it? Okay, cool. I think I have to go to my other like scenes. So this is like my first of all, actually, this leads me into doing something. Okay, I know this isn't the Streamsight one. This is the gaming overlays. But check this out. This is really interesting. First of all, if you stream on YouTube, or do anything on YouTube, make sure you go and do this setting. You can change it to allow all. This is to allow all raids from all people on YouTube. Do that now. If you are sat at your PC right now, go and do this, okay? It's super... Actually, I'm going to bookmark this one. It's super, like, make sure you do it. If you haven't done it already, do it now. Because that means you can get raided, like, from anyone, which is amazing. You're in bed. Put it on your to-do, all right? Put it on your to-do. By the way, this is Jake Curtis. You should follow Jake. Puts out a lot of cool information about YouTube stuff. So if you aren't following them already, make sure you are. As well, actually, am I following Jeffrey? I meant to follow Jeffrey earlier. I'm pretty sure I am. Yep. In-game items, purchasing in-game items. This is cool. This is super cool. This is on like product as well. Actually, do I not have him on noties? I'm gonna put him on noties. This is the other thing that we were talking about earlier. Splitting out home videos and shorts, splitting out shorts and having their own tab. Huge. So yeah, live will appear next to shorts if your channel has live content. So you'll have basically like home video, shorts, and live. Huge. And all channels can redirect to my content. This again, massive, absolutely massive. So yeah, make sure you have all that stuff set up as well. But there's so much stuff. You've just got to look at the stuff that YouTube are doing, right? So like here, live discovery update happened in June. Sorry, it's July 26th. So that's in July. Then in where is it? There was actually there's a ton more. I don't know why there aren't more on. I don't know why Jeffrey's not done more. But there are more. Obviously, this is September the 15th, where they're now separating this stuff out and allowing everybody to be able to redirect. Then they've done September the 17th. So look at this, 2 days apart, right? This is live updates, right? This is updates that affect live, but also shorts and like long form as well. So live tabs and short tabs come in. That's coming, and then allow all thing is already here, and now they're also testing purchasing stuff in here, which then allows the person to be able to get a cut, like the streamer and that, to be able to get a cut of what lots of people purchase in game. So say for example, if you thought about this from a if you think about this from a point of view of like Destiny. So you play Destiny. So yeah, buying Destiny Silver. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, Avengers credit. Well, let's go Destiny. Let's say Destiny. Every time you purchase Destiny stuff, you actually get the creator that you are watching playing Destiny right now gets a cut. So they'll be like, oh man, I'm going to go buy this skin. Let me just get some silver. They are like, oh dude, yeah, same. I'm going to do that too. Boom, 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 boom. You buy them, helps the creator, and does huge. Absolutely huge. I haven't liked that one yet. I don't know why I didn't do it. But yeah. There's some really incredible stuff that they're doing, and obviously YouTube still has like huge problems. Honestly, they do. YouTube has huge problems as well when it comes to like the community and the moderation options. Twitch is like way ahead in terms of moderation, way ahead in terms of like how chat interaction and like extensions, all this sort of stuff. There's no arguing those sort of things, right? But there is some very, very, very clear things where it's like they are doing some really cool stuff. What I'm going to show you real quick though, is something that I've been working on. So a video that's actually going to be coming to this channel when I get a bit of time to work on it. I'm doing my best trying to get as much content out. But I really want to make this, I really want to refine this process. But I love how this is going so far, and I think it's going to be really cool for creators who want to just be able to snip their content. Here we go. This is interesting, so I kind of get a little gap here to chat. Arguing those sort of things, right? But there is some very, very, very clear things where it's like they are doing some really cool stuff. What I'm going to show you real quick though, is something that I've been working on. So a video that's actually going to be coming to this channel when I get a bit of time to work on it. I'm doing my best trying to get as much content out. But I really want to make this, I really want to refine this process. But I love how this is going so far, and I think it's going to be really cool for creators who want to just be able to snip their content. Here we go. So you like that, yeah? Let me show you the coolest bit. Now, I haven't automated this yet. Yeah, so you can hear me. Cool. I haven't automated this bit yet, but so I'm just gonna upload that. I'm just gonna drop that in a different folder because it stores in one folder, drops in a different folder. Right. So I have a channel in my Discord. It's called Production, right? Yep. Let me switch back to here. Hello? No. 2 seconds. I've got so many of these things open, I only need like one. Here we go. Here we go. So you see that thing down at the bottom there? I have a trigger to set up, which basically every time a file is added, a video file is added to my folder, my uploads clip folder, I get a link with it there, right? I click on that link, log in using my Google account because it's a Google Drive one. Clip is there. You see that? So the clip's there. I'm just going to download that to my phone real quick, okay? Sorry, my phone's grotty. Food hands. Okay, so is my clip downloaded? File is downloaded. Now I'm gonna go to InShot. By the way, if you guys want to do editing on your phone ever, this is the best app. It is a subscription thing. It's like £8, like well $10 for like a year. It's really worth it. So I'm gonna try and do this whilst you guys, so you guys can still see it. I'd show you the thing, but I've taken the other camera off. So here's the clip that I just downloaded. Right, I'm gonna tap that clip, grab that. Now you see how it's like the whole clip there, and it's like, oh, that's not gonna work, Bob. That's stupid. All you do, go to canvas, make it full. Excuse me, pardon me. Move it over to the side like that, yeah. And then it's already clipped. Look at that. The whole clip is already done. How cool's that? So yeah, the free version is even good, but I recommend the paid version, honestly. So yeah, it's just cut. It's already cut. It's already edited. It's already in its own frame. It's ready to go. I just need to clip it. I'll like trim it down, add anything else I need to add to that, but like 50%, if not 100% of the editing, or sorry, 50 to like 90% of the editing can be done, depending on how much like you want to do to the edit. All of that was one button. So that video will be on this channel. So if you are looking for a reason to subscribe to this channel, I think that's it. But yeah, genuinely worthwhile, I think. But yeah, like another thing as well, which I'd like to highlight to a lot of people, a lot of creators who are thinking about YouTube and you're thinking about the monetization on YouTube. Make sure that you're like getting watch time by streaming, because streaming watch time is actually one of the fastest ways to get watch time. A lot of people don't realize this. So do you want to see the stats? I'm going to share my stats with you guys. Just some interesting stuff, right? Some interesting stuff. Obviously, like this channel doesn't have any monetization options on it, right? So I'm not sharing too much there. Do you want me to share? Do you want me to show you guys what my stats look like for this channel and how that works and how I'm trying to get this channel partnered? Would you like to know? Now, there are some caveats, but there's some benefits too. You want to see? Okay, I'm being quite vulnerable here because this could mean me sharing a lot of interesting things out. Okay. All right. Let's do it. If you see me randomly change the scene, please don't take it as me being sneaky. Okay, so this is interesting actually, because this is going to show you two sides to this channel. Okay, so I have in the last 28 days supposedly have oh, that's new. Oh, I've not seen that before. Okay, so I have a bunch of videos on this. I have a few videos on this channel. Okay, so I'm going to show you these. I couldn't figure out how to get back to the live stream on YouTube by phone. All you need to do, on phone, you should be able to just go to the main channel and just see live. Find it in watched videos. If you go to Streamsight, if you actually go to, so if you search, this is an issue, to be honest, like where like your live channels, because there isn't a live tab. But yeah, if you search Streamsight, you'll see there's a little red ring saying that I'm live there, and then you just click on that. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. But yeah. So here is something I want to share with you guys, because like a lot of people are like, oh man, 4,000 hours, that's huge. I'll have to have like, you know, one video absolutely pop off, right? They show up in the subscriptions tab. Oh, do they? That's interesting. Subscriptions. So they do. I literally went to subscriptions and it's the first thing on there. Look at that. It actually pushes live. It actually pushes live more than videos. That's actually brilliant. That's actually amazing. If you just go to subscriptions, which is like following, right? It has live and shorts before VODs. That's mad. Yeah. That's like if you, hey, look, it's different, right? It's like learning from both sides. Right, I'm gonna carry on showing this, guys. Give me 2 seconds though. This splinter is in there. Trying to get it out because it keeps stinging my finger. So here is something I found quite interesting. So on my last live stream, I had 35 views, right? Had 35 views, and average duration was like 1 hour and 2 minutes, which is huge, right? That's huge. That's a massive amount. And then oh wait, hold on. When replayed 20, oh my gosh, sorry, there's a lot more tool tips that I'm getting. That's interesting. So yeah, when you have that kind of content comment, it's interesting to see how it all works, right? So my watch time offline was 7 hours and 4 minutes, right? But that wasn't my overall watch time, right? Let me just grab this last week's. I think I should have this. Hold on, I've stored it in the wrong place, haven't I? Let me just check, because I always try and save these for reference later on. Where are you? Here you go. So here we go. So here is the last stream, right? I have total watch time of 41 hours, right? And then if I go to one of my videos, so if I go to one of my regular videos, which has like, you know, let's say like 100, let's go to, oh wow, that's actually shot up a little bit. 100% likes, by the way, except from, I love this, by the way. I only have 1 dislike on a channel, and that's my trailer when I announced that we were doing music. Somebody must not like me. So this is my, sorry, I think this is my highest view video on the channel now. Yeah, it's only got 200 views, right? It got 221 views, and that has watch time of 4.9 hours. You see it? So this is the thing. When you are streaming, whilst you might not be like getting like your highest amount. I had a peak concurrent of 14. I had 38 views, and the average duration was like an hour and 5 minutes, right? And I streamed for like 5 hours, right? So my total watch time was like 41 hours. So I'm going to do this video because I think this video adds value and brings more people in. I got way more subscribers off of this one by comparison, right? But this gave me watch time. So if you look at it, you'll start to see this whole idea of multi-format growth, right? So everyone's like, oh wait, you should just create videos on YouTube. Don't stream on YouTube, just create videos there and stream on Twitch, because like that's how until you get monetized. But think about it, if you streamed over here, that tab, that monetization tab, would go a lot down faster, wouldn't it? So let me show you. I can show you mine. Happily show you mine. So we're at like almost 200 hours, right? And this is only after like a few streams, by the way. Like I've literally just started putting some time as this, but like 200 hours. And now all of this is feeding into itself, right? Each time we do one of these things, we get more people viewing, we get more people watching, we get more time watched, etc., etc., etc. So we carry on building this stuff, right? As it goes. And that's what it is. It's just building, right? So as you get more subscribers, and you get more watch time, you'll then be able to monetize. And then when you're able to monetize, then you're able to invest more time into it, right? Makes sense. So don't just look at it. Don't ever look at YouTube as this thing where it's go, okay, do I stream on YouTube? No, don't just stream on YouTube. If I'm being brutally honest, if you want to just stream and you're on Twitch already and you have an established audience there, don't move. Don't move. There's no point. But you should, if you are creating videos on YouTube, if you are streaming on, if you are creating videos on YouTube and you're streaming, and you're streaming on Twitch and you're like, hey, I don't know if I want to carry on Twitch. I don't like it. I'm not growing. I'm not doing these things. You should at least be creating videos on YouTube to be able to drive your Twitch growth, or be reassessing if you want to do a multi-format strategy over on YouTube. So you got to look at what you want to do, right? Like as Fate said, Fate's like, I'm happy on Twitch. I'm happy on Twitch. And that's fine as well. So do you know how like some live YouTube streams can do like a pop out on phone but others can't? Is that something I figured out? Oh, you need to have YouTube Premium. That's all it is. It's a YouTube Premium feature, which by the way, like as like I find is a very cool tool myself. I'm not trying to sell YouTube Premium, but there are some really good benefits both for you as a viewer and for the creators that you watch. Because basically, you get paid more money if people are watching you with a YouTube Premium versus, you know, not YouTube Premium. Because, yeah, you don't get ads, but you get paid. The creator gets paid as if you were watching ads. I would say I'm content on Twitch, but def watching / looking at YouTube. I would say if you are looking at creating specific type of content, then YouTube's a fantastic place to do it. So for example, my Avengers content is almost exclusively on YouTube now. Because whilst I enjoyed it on Twitch, there was no benefit me doing it on Twitch, because what was happening was I wasn't getting any, like I was getting people to view my stream, but then there was nothing coming out or off of that. I was basically sending people over to YouTube. Didn't make sense. YouTube pays a lot more for ads in terms of live stream ads, by the way. I need to do a video on that. There's a huge thing. It's just it's gonna be a weird video because I'm not trying to, because the problem is, like, when I talk about this sort of stuff, people go, oh well, you're just saying YouTube because that's your experience. It's like, yes, I'm 100% doing that. I don't think that's a bad thing, but some people view it as a bad thing from where I talk about my experience. Like, well, not everyone's experience is like that. It's like, I didn't say everyone's experience is like that. I'm saying this is if you are asking me, this is what I'm saying. So it hurts so much when you watch YouTube on TV and have all these ads after you just cancelled YouTube Premium. See, honestly, I think there's a lot of value in YouTube Premium. I'm gonna get the family plan soon. Yeah, I'm just telling my story. Yeah, but people are very upset because they're like, no, because there's all these things that are wrong with it. It's like, okay, but I haven't experienced that. I can only tell you what I can only explain to you my experience and things that I'm aware of. Like I can't go, well, hey, consider everything that's happened to every person on the platform. Do you know what I mean? Veggie viewership is better anyway, and it makes sense to have all the content in one place. Exactly. 100%. And this is why I'm streaming on this account, by the way. Richie, how you doing? Hey, Bob, only found you last week. Loving the Streamsight content. What is your Twitch link? The Twitch link for Streamsight or my main content, like my gaming content? Because I can give it you all. If you want to access the, sorry, I did see Miss Euphonium comment over on Twitch as well. So if you're looking for Streamsight, it's Streamsight over on Twitch. If you're looking for my gaming content, it's Bob Duck and Weave on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, all the things. So basically, if you either search Streamsight or you search Bob Duck and Weave, which is just like this, I'm gonna actually write it in chat so you do. There we go, Bob Duck and Weave. Search either of those two and you'll find me on pretty much every platform. Vine, sadly not. Bring back Vine. Do you know what's really interesting? Like Vine has spawned so many different like things, and even like made YouTube go like back to short form. No, not back to short form. Go to short form. You know. You have me on Twitter. Fantastic. But yeah, I appreciate that, Richie. I think there's a lot of value in creating content for specific places. And as somebody who enjoys variety gaming, like it's very hard for me to accept, or it was very hard for me to accept that I might not be able to do, or variety might not be as successful as the rest of my focus projects. But I don't mind that now. I've got over that hurdle, and it's a hard hurdle to get over, honestly, especially when you're as big as me. When I mean big, I mean like chunky. So, like, it's like knowing that my Marvel-based DC like comic book game content will work better on my main gaming channel. I'm happy to stick with that because that gives me quite a bit of range, especially with a lot of stuff coming up. How about Avengers Only channel? You have a lot of content. So yeah, so that's what my main gaming channel is pretty much. It's going to be, yeah, that's basically what it's going to be. And slowly but surely, as this channel grows, I'll move my review content over to here. I actually got sent something recently, and it exclusive, like I did video, so I wasn't required to do any kind of video content for it, but I did video content for it because I wanted to, number one, but also I thought it'd be good content for this channel. So stuff that I get sent to review will be shifting towards this channel going forward, because I get the same amount of views here as I do on my main channel, because it's the algorithm is serving the content that people go to my channel for, not the stuff that like, oh, okay, well, Bob also does like really cool like really good like reviews of like tech, and they're like, I'm not here for that, I'm here for Avengers. That doesn't get pushed in any way, shape, or form. People don't click on it, people don't enjoy it, because that's not what they signed up for. And the thing is as well, especially from coming from a background of like solely like streaming, that's a hard pill to swallow, because everyone's like, wait, people aren't here for me and my glittering personality? Is like, no, they're there for the value that you provide, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like, I don't like, I'm like, for example, I watch Mark Rober. He does like so few videos, but they're like really interesting. I would not go and watch him stream a game. I would not watch him play a game. I would not go to him for like gaming tips. I want to see his crazy, like, you know, engineering videos. That's what I want to watch. You go to certain people for certain things, or go to certain channels for certain things, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, yeah, people. Bob Duck and React is a good one too. Yeah, I want to do more with the React channel, but I'm very much. I kind of made a decision and just went, yeah, look, I don't have the time. I simply don't have the time to do Bob Duck and React if I want to do everything that I'm already doing, unless I get an editor for it, and it doesn't make any money. So if these new things, these new like changes, like for shorts and stuff like that happen, I will consider, like as in like monetization, I will consider, once I've got this channel moving at the pace that I want it to, like monetization wise, and you know, everything like that, then I will look to Bob Duck and React to do a third one. I'm not going to take on 3 channels at once. I will take on 1 channel, then an additional channel I'll add into the mix, and then I'll add another one to the mix. But hopefully by the time I've like kind of got this channel up and going, I'll have enough money to pay an editor for the other ones. So I'm going staggered growth. I'm not going for this like trying to do everything all at once. It's just not going to work. Wish I made more TikTok content, but well, would you make more short form content? Again, we don't need to refer to it as TikTok as well. I think it's better. Again, you don't have to, but like, I think it's really beneficial if we move away from platform like stuff. I think short form, long form, live. Short form, long form, live. Because then we have like short form. There you go. Okay, well, I'm going to create short form content. You're not creating content for TikTok. You're creating content that is short form content that will fit on any platform or service that is short form. Then you have your other side of it is go, okay, well, that's that. And then you go, well, I'm going to create long form content on YouTube or TikTok, because TikTok allows for much longer form content as well. Yeah, you just post the same thing everywhere, right? So yeah, would you post more short form content if you were getting paid for it? We'll edit for money for food. Love it. Some people's explanations or breakdowns of information and cases all over their videos. I like that you typically talk in guides in a way that is dressed newbies, elites, and those in between. See, this is the thing. I've kind of like, I feel like I've nailed Avengers build videos. Like the way I do it, they have structure, which means they're easy to write, easy to produce. They have a focus, and they have a clear-cut, detailed explanation that you can skip through if you already know that information. Do you know what I mean? There's so much detail in there that some people just might innately know, but some people just won't ever have heard of. So there's nuggets in there for everybody. And that's the key thing, right? Like, you've got to provide value to as many people as possible. So hopefully, that's why I do feel like I've nailed that with my build videos. I'm going to start doing news videos for Avengers. And it's going to be interesting because I feel like my quality level is going to drop for those videos, because I can't produce those at the level that I'm doing now. So I'm probably going to go towards more of my face off screen for like the majority of the video. So what I can record intros and outros on camera, but then everything else I can do off camera. And not that I need to spruce much up, like this is the best you're gonna get, to be honest. But it's like I can sit here and instead of going like, okay, well, I can do like, I have to be looking at the camera properly, or I have to be reading the thing properly, you know, I have to do this in a certain way. I can't go like that, because if I go like do a breath in, you hear the breath, you can hear that on video, right? And it's not too much of a problem whilst live, obviously, but when you when you're creating a video and you're like, hey, and you go, so, and you do take a break in between things and you go like that, and you can't cut that breath out because you can see somebody actively doing the breath. So you can't cut that out very effectively. So but doing that, like having like just managing audio instead of like video as well, could be a good benefit. News needs a small release window, so that makes sense. Yeah, so like cut down the production time, cut down the production value, but increase the value by getting the information out quicker. That's my goal. These are the balances, and as a perfectionist, like, I don't even want to say perfectionist. I think for perfectionist is like, I mean, it's a thing, right? But then you'd have to assume something comes out perfect, and I think that's a bit bullshit. But I don't know, like, so when you're finicky as I am about like the stuff that you output, which a lot of people are, it's very hard to kind of go, I'm gonna drop production value. It's a very hard statement to actually stick by. Very easy to say, but yeah, not very easy to stick by. What's wrong with breaths? They can be quite noticeable in some content. It's nicer if you have snappy like cuts in terms. Yeah, finicky is so hard. Yeah. Yeah, it's very hard to deal with. I prefer not having them in there, and like when you like open your mouth and stuff, like they're just not nice noises, and they over time you will hear them. What could be my value? Do I have any? Everybody has some kind of intrinsic value that they can share in terms of content creation. The point is finding out what it is, because I didn't know for such a long time, and I still like am figuring it out with like how it applies to different areas. See, what's really interesting is like this is the really interesting thing I found about it. If I did this content over on Twitch, this content would prefer, like, as in like I did it on my main channel. Hi Richie, by the way, over on Twitch. If I did this content on my main channel over on Twitch, right, I would do better, right? Because I have an established base there. But I'm essentially it's not from scratch, but I'm essentially starting a lot low, which is why you're seeing like concurrent viewers of like around 10. Right, and I want to grow that. I want to keep growing that out, and then I'll start cross promotion between the channels, right? But again, there's not much reason to do cross promotion between the channels right now. Like next one, the Bob Duck and React one is going to be very interesting in terms of how it changes from this, because this allows me to do, this channel allows me to do a lot of different things. Like, it allows me to create review content of tech. It allows me to do like news, like streams of like news, and when we talk about like changes to platforms, Twitch and YouTube and all this sort of stuff. So we could talk about like streaming, right? My gaming channel, I just talk about gaming, you know, or whatever I want. But this has to grow for me to be able to have the space to do that, you know? So I shouldn't open my video with a big yawn unless it's like, you know, if it leads into the video, like, oh, yeah, aren't you bored of that, like XYZ? Don't worry, guys, I've got something for you. Like something like that, you could definitely do it a yawn. Overall, what makes you is what makes you unique. Oh my gosh, which is the value you bring, in my opinion. Yes, exactly. But there are also like fundamental things that you can hit, right? Like informational, entertainment, I don't think like for my videos are about entertainment. Like my YouTube long form videos about entertainment. I think my live streams are more about that. But I don't think my long form videos about entertainment. And I was like, oh yeah, I can't wait to watch that really fun build video Bob did. It's like, no, it's information, right? You provide information there, and then you provide entertainment elsewhere. You yawning made me yawn. Breathing is overrated. Fact. But like, one thing I'll say to everybody here is like, we do one thing I think is good. Like, I'm set a schedule now for this channel, which will always have live content on it every Tuesday from midday BST. Today's a little bit shorter because we have an update over in Avengers, so I'll be going live on the gaming channel at 3. But if you guys ever want to come around and talk about these, make sure that you subscribe here. Make sure you try to like whack noties on, do all the things and all the stuffs. I don't post an insane amount of content here, so whatever you will see, hopefully, will be of value and won't be like, oh man, he's spamming us. I'm not putting noties on. That's ridiculous. So, but yeah, like one thing as well, I will say, guys. One of the cool things is, I think if you are trying to create content elsewhere, now's a great time to start getting yourself, if you're trying to like make this a career, try and get yourself monetized in multiple places. Like there's no reason to not try and get to that point. Do you sleep? Not really. I had a good night's sleep last night, but I was up at 5:30. I actually went to sleep at around about 11, half 11, which is like super early for me. Usually I'm asleep at like 2. But I watched a horror film with Lisa last night, so she didn't want me to come back downstairs and work, so I stayed upstairs. Then Charlie came to our room about 5:30 and just wouldn't stop. Like, he was really cute. He kept kissing my face and my head, and he's like, "Daddy," like, I was like, "Charlie, go to sleep," and he's like, "Okay." Lays down, and then 2 seconds later he comes over and he's in my face again, "Daddy." I was like, oh, okay. What was it? I watched Morbius. I actually watched Morbius. Finished watching Morbius last night. Started it the night before. I'm ashamed to admit I actually thought it was all right. I mean, it was bad, but like it was nowhere near as bad as everybody said. Like, not like it makes, half of it makes no sense. Like there's plot points that just randomly drop off. But like visually, it was interesting. The fight scenes were like kind of fun. It was like whatever. More bit up. Like I think it's the thing is, it's like I watched it for free, so. Well, I watched it on like a subscription service, so it wasn't even a thing. Like there's more morbid curiosity. Sorry, guys. But yeah, it wasn't. Oh, was it really bad? I've seen people saying really good things about it. $3.99. $3.99. I love that. You watched Mr. Greggle's birthday last night? Oh, nice. You're doing a remote with Atom. That's really cool. Do you like it when he says Morbid time? Fantastic. Do you know what? One thing I will say about Morbius, it actually started off way better. I thought it was, but then it did just progressively get worse. And then it got to the point, like the last credit scene was like, damn, that was bad. Like none of it makes any sense, but it was like, it was very much like, can I be honest with you though? From my expectation going in to what I came out, I had a better experience with Morbius than I did Thor: Love and Thunder. And that's not to say I thought Morbius was better than Thor: Love and Thunder, by the way. That's not what I was saying. But my expectations of Thor: Love and Thunder were up here, and what I got was this. And my expectations of Morbius were down here, and what I got was this. So, like, yeah. It's good halfway into and then disappointing any very unnaturally cool type of vibes. Yeah, it's very strange. Visual is good, story. Yeah, it's just bad. There was no real, like... Yeah. It was all over the place. Like the fact that there's a piece in there where they spoilers, by the way, but obviously it's been out for ages, so, and it's free and whatever. With Morbius, there's a bit where they have to put this young girl into a coma to like save her, and they literally never address it again. So this girl is just sat there, by the way, who lost one of her nurses. No, 3 of her, like 2 of her doctors and 1 of her nurses. All the ones that put her in this coma. And you just never hear about this girl again. You're just like, she's just in a hospital bed somewhere in a coma. Like in a chemically induced coma. And it's like, what? It was mad. But anyway, that's movie stuff. We'll talk about that later. You still not watched Morbius? Hearing everybody talk about it now, I want to see it. That's where I was like, everyone's just saying it was so bad. I was like, I gotta see if it's actually bad. And it came out at the end. I was like, it weren't that bad. I enjoyed the memes though. They morbed her. Oh my gosh. Like the memes are fun though, I will admit. I accidentally cut one too many scenes there, like entire plot points. Yeah. I just wish Sony would let Marvel Studios make all their Spider-related movies because they aren't great at making the movies on their own. Well, I'm just glad they've put Kraven the Hunter on pause. Did you hear about some way to abuse YouTube's algorithm going live? You mean switching the time? Sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. I've not tried it. Somebody else tried it that I know. And yeah. Thought Kraven started filming. So did I, but apparently they've put it on indefinite pause. Essentially, Diggy, it is, yeah. Yeah, where did you find that out from? I found out from another YouTuber. That's not bad, that. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, make sure to whack on some Streamsight music. Ludwig said it, really? That's interesting. I like how Nightbot is like so much more consistent. Yeah. Do you know what's funny, Fate? I was gonna try that today. Is there a daybot? Yeah, it's called Diggy. Like how low-key is Roy? Stop. Is that some kind of British food? What I'm eating? Sandwich? Yeah. Invented by Lord Sandwich. Created a macro that launches Streamsight music as soon as my PC turns on. Did you know, Kinzo, that actually makes you like at least 7.3% sexier? It actually listens, Diggy. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Speaking of, guys, if you are actually looking to support Streamsight in any way, the best way to do that, the only current way to do that is via the coffee. That all goes into creating assets and stuff for assets, resources, music, all these things for Streamsight. It's more than 7 points. It is. This euphonium's on it. On it like a cardboard bonnet. Very strange speakings there. I thought America invented sandwiches. Thought America invented everything good. What, like pizza? The amount of people that I've met in my life that thought America invented pizza. Because I used to work in a restaurant in Spain that was owned by an Italian, and it was traditional Italian food. And someone was at the bar eating a pizza. So you could order like pizzas at the bar. You just sit at the bar. They were sort of sat at the bar eating a pizza, rather inebriated. And you're like, "Hey, where do you think?" It goes like, "Why do you think they serve pizza in a traditionally Italian restaurant?" And I looked over. I was cleaning some glass or something, or making a coffee or whatever, and I just went, like, because it wasn't me that was talking to him. I was like, I gotta hear this. I was like, and the chef was at the bar. He went, so it's the English chef that was at this bar, but he's like, "What do you mean?" They were like, "Oh, we're just wondering, like, why, like, because like in a traditional Italian restaurant do you serve like pizza? Because that doesn't really make much sense, because obviously it's not traditionally Italian, it's American, and they're American obviously. And just in the chef's face, he just went, what? Like he was upset. Like, you could see he was visibly upset. He's like, what? They were like, yeah. It's like, are you being serious? Like, right now, you're not joking, are you? They were like, no, of course we're not joking. It's like, what do you mean? They're like, where do you think pizza was invented? They're like, I don't know. Is it like, well, I don't exactly, but like New York? It's like, no. No. Like, before they like barely finished York, you're like, the New York, no. Like, it's from Italy, and these people, they blew their freaking minds. Like, I swear, if they said Chicago, like Chicago town, that would have been funny. Yeah, absolutely absurd. Never, like, some of the stuff, man, I've heard behind, like, when working behind bars, man. I think corn dogs in American is and pecan pie. I think cheeseburgers are actually from Germany. Burgers, so burgers themselves, yeah, there's a story or something. It's like, it started off with like steak rather than like minced beef, but like the idea was like put it in between. They used to, I think it was like something to do with sailors. Like they'd go to the port and they could only like quickly grab food as they were coming in, and they had to go straight back out again or something like that. Anyway, they had to get it, so they had like, they couldn't pick up the meats. They didn't have time to sit down nice and full, so they like had to, like, they just wanted to grab something to eat, so they went to get the meat, and then they said, oh, hold on, here's like some stuff that you could put around it, and it was like, that's what turned into a burger. Then I heard of the Leaning Tower of Pizza. Oh my gosh, a buffalo wings American. I'd say so, considering like buffalo are like native to America, right? This is why I hate people finding out I'm American when I'm not in the US. Look, like, I don't taint everybody with the same brush, but I do enjoy some of the stuff that I hear Americans say, which is like, no. Just no. Hold on, we haven't got the emote over here, but yeah. I think the only thing you need for pizza is deep dish. Yeah, I think that's fair. Like, deep dish is definitely an American thing. Especially because every Italian I've ever met hates deep dish pizza. They're like, it's not pizza. That's just tomato, cheese, and meat with a pizza with like a bread casing. Cheesesteaks? I don't know what cheesesteaks are, if I'm honest. I love deep dish, but yeah. Not to be stereotypical, but isn't small chocolate percentage? Yeah, but that doesn't. That's the same with like Australia as well, or like Benidorm. Like all these places are like fundamentally have like one core group of people, like kind of like predominant, right? But yeah, it doesn't change that it's definitely doesn't change that. I could see where they might have like think that. Like, I feel, can we claim bourbon? I think so, right? Bourbon's yours, essentially, but I mean, it's still whiskey, so it's still Scottish. Scottish! I think it's Scottish, right? Or is it Irish? Pretty sure it's Scottish or Irish. I actually don't know. But the pizza one, you should know the pizza one. Come on. At least America has the best presidents. We don't go down that road. American is the inventor of the Pop-Tart, sugared cardboard. I've never had a Pop-Tart. I would like to try a Pop-Tart. Really claim anything as ours? No, it has to have originated from the point from there. Just claim anything. It's like my name, like my descendancy is German, I think. German and then Scandinavian. My name comes from being a blacksmith. Like a very like Because everyone, yeah. I don't want to carry on going through my name stuff, but yeah. I feel like we steal everything, don't care who to credit. You're definitely the origins of that. No, not the origins. Wait, Pop-Tarts are for breakfast? How about outside sausage rolls? Sweet tea has been the best improvement in the US has contributed. Fate. Let's not. Nope. This is the Streamsight channel. It's not what we do here. To be fair, I'm not supposed to be eating on the Streamsight channel either, but I had very little time today. What? Had a very interesting reply to one of my tweets. 9 out of 10 Streamsight listeners drink sweet tea. No, they don't. That's a lie. Question becomes, did America improve on pizza with pizza rolls? Haven't had a pizza roll. Can't make a judgment on that one. America! Look, it's not me. I just think this fun how some of the White Castle. I really want to try White Castle, the tiny little sliders. Just like 100 of them. That'd be nice. It's most definitely Scottish. Hey, Clary. Yeah, I thought it was Scottish. I just didn't know. Like, it wasn't like 100% on it, so I didn't want to say like dead on. Just living near a White Castle. Ever since I watched Harold and Kumar, I've wanted White Castle. Pay attention. Mishuphonium, your phone is on a mission to mess with you today, huh? On an absolute mission. Oh, I just went into my copyright tab on Streamsight. And I realized that I was like, went into there, I was like, removal requests. I was like, oh, I've got something in here. And then I realized it was a DMCA takedown that I had to issue. That was so weird. I created DMCA safe music for people. Somebody tried to steal the music and say it was their own and try to false flag some other people's like videos. I was quite satisfying, I'm not gonna lie. The Arizonas count as tea? I have no idea. Have no idea. I want you to have a cheesesteak before a Crystal / White Castle. I don't know what those is. Whiskey without the E. Whiskey. I dare them to try that with Paul McCartney. Try what with Paul McCartney? What? You lost me a little bit there. Guys, don't forget, if you can, if you're able to, if it doesn't, like, you know, affect your bandwidth too negatively, we are live over on Twitch as well. We're holding very well. Putting out the same broadcast. It's so good. Oh, try that with Paul McCartney. Ah, got ya. My bad. Cheesesteak is a sandwich made from thinly sliced pieces of beefsteak and melted cheese. Fate, you'll have to send me a DM of what that looks like. Sounds amazing. Yeah. The music you're listening to right now is owned by Streamsight. Make music is probably a thing. We produce music. Reckon you can get that from Subway? Sounds like a Subway, doesn't it? Is that the same sandwich and tastefully taking your time, or a new one? I had 2 sandwiches. This is the second one, and I do this. If you guys do this, I chew all around, so I go all around, and then you just got the best bit. No, it's just a second sandwich. I don't know why, but I kind of feel like there's cheese and cream cheese in this. I said to Lisa, I was like, I'm going to start Huel again today. And she was like, okay. And then made me food. I was like, this isn't going to work. See, I have heard like Philly cheesesteak is the thing. See, I don't find, I've just seen that. I don't find that to look appetizing, especially the second one, which is like fluorescent yellow cheese. First one looks nice enough. Third one, maybe. Fourth one just looks like dog food. Not being, not trying to be rude, just like the visuals of it. You cut yours in 2 triangles, bite the middle, munch the 2 corners, middle again, then crust. Strategic plan, I like that. That's fair, just visually it looks very disturbing. Or cheese whiz, that's cheese in a can, right? See, I'm a strange one. 2 seconds. I'm a strange one because I like really good cheese, like really good quality cheese. I'm a very big fan of good quality cheese, but I also love really bad quality cheese. Don't go to Pat's or Geno's to try one. Prices skyrocket while quality is plummeted over the years. That makes me think of whipped cheese, and I hate that idea. That sounds grim, doesn't it? That does sound grim. Yeah, no. Just scrap the whole trying American food thing. You know, Japan have curries, jiggle pancake, okonomiyaki, bad cheese, like you know, like the cheese in the plastic, like, you know, I don't know what you call it. We always call it plastic cheese, but it's not actually made of plastic. It's just like stored in plastic, but looks like it's plastic. Do you know what I mean? Slice, just craft. Yeah, craft. There we go. Craft slices, that stuff. I'd say Primula, but like that actually is quite nice. It's just like cream cheese in a tube. It's just the presentation is weird. What even is that you just sent me, Fate? They have a food truck called Too Fat to Fly. You stuff the chicken wings before they fly. Dairy Lee Triangle is my favorite cheese. Dairy Lee Dunkers. God tier that is. I don't trust food trucks. Someone who has a very sensitive stomach, I struggle with food trucks, which is a shame because I used to love them, but I just struggle with them now. Is what it is, though. Is what it is. Yeah, it's just, unfortunately, it's just something that I have to like be aware of, or I have to just be like, okay, well, if I have that, do I want to do anything tomorrow? That's basically where I'm at. I struggle with travel. This is why I hate commute. This is why I love remote work, and it's why I like really like go for like when anyone talks about work from home. Why I'm so adamant about it, because I have very sensitive stomach, so commuting can be like a very horrible experience for me. And a lot of people, right? A lot of people, especially like food. No, it's not the food's dirty. It's just because there is a heightened risk of that just by the situation, right? Just by being outside or like stuff being in the sun or stuff, anything. There's like so many different factors, like food trucks compared to like a you know, closed kitchen, you know. Yeah, grease as well. Yeah, it's just there's so many different things. Though it's not me saying like the food's bad or the food's like gross or dirty. It's just like there's like 800 different options, like sorry, different factors that like you don't usually factor in when you're talking about like a closed kitchen. You know, it's what it is. Is what it is. We were talking about stream stuff, and I've kind of derailed a little bit. We're just focusing on food, but I think it's I think today has showed some really interesting stuff. One thing that we didn't talk about, which I don't know if I wanted to address too heavily, there is a lot of drama going off on Twitch right now. A lot of drama of a lot of big content creators creating a lot of waves over gambling, which I think is hilarious, by the way. If your favorite Streamsight song was a food, what would it be? Like, really spicy chicken. Really spicy chicken, I'd say. Seagulls and pigeons, true. Yeah. If you were gonna choose a hill to die on, I would not have chosen gambling. You know, fighting against racism, maybe. Yeah, anti-gambling was not what I expected when we could have had anti-racism, anti-transphobia, anti-homophobia, all of these things. So like there are certain content creators on the platform that are against gambling being on the platform. And the thing is with gambling, it's no way near as bad as like any of those kind of like isms, quite frankly. It's not. Like gambling can be bad to you as if you like get sucked into gambling, that's something that affects you and obviously can affect your immediate family and these sorts of things. I'm not trying to devalue that like gambling addiction, because obviously that's a real thing, but like generally as a society, I'd rather get rid of racism, homophobia, like transphobia and all of these things way before I get rid of gambling. You know, commission the really spicy chicken song, gonna do it. Yeah, some underlying issues, yeah. See, I don't think for me, like, it's really interesting. So say for example, I'm talking as a dad from this point. If Charlie, for example, went on Twitch, right, and saw someone gambling, right, I would be a lot less worried about him signing up for an account. So going to a gambling website, signing up for an account, getting a payment card, like my payment card, signing up to the payment card, like putting fees in there without me noticing, like then spending the money and then end up getting addicted to gambling. Now, if that happens, that's a failure as me as a parent. What if you saw a girl in the pool? God forbid. So with stuff like racism, that can be normalized very easily, because if you create a space where that's accepted, that's very different than being able to access gambling, because we're talking about speech, we're talking about thought patterns, which can be changed very quickly. I have a story about gambling, online gambling, where I lost over 3,000 euros in one hand. And I have never gambled for money. I've never never played poker for money above like maybe like 5 or 10 euros. Like since I've never done it. And luckily it wasn't my money. I got given the starter money, you know, like the 50 euro, and then that was it. You know. The thing that kicks off the anti-gambling thing is a streamer called Slicker stole over 3. Yes, yeah, I have seen that. Yeah, but at no point. So, right, what do we think is the problem there? We think gambling's the problem there, or do we think, like, bad actors are the problem there? See what I mean? And that's one person who's had gambling addiction, and that's what they want to get rid of, versus, you know, millions, billions of people worldwide that are like subject to like racism. Is that not the thing that we should stand up for, rather than going, hey, this one person scammed a bunch of people out a load of money? Okay, put that person in jail. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, the fact is, yeah, like you say, it's about him being a scam artist. It's not about gambling being an issue. It's about that person. Yeah. Yeah. Again, I'm not trying to devalue a gambling addiction, but there is very much like bigger issues at hand, quite frankly. And especially because, like, for the most part, a gambling addiction happens to you as a person, right? And yes, sure, you can like spread like that stuff out, but like not nearly as bad as like a lot of other stuff, you know? Again, like, realistically, in a perfect world, like, we wouldn't have to gamble. You know, we would have our needs met. It wouldn't be a situation where people constantly feel like they need to like risk the little money they have to try and get ahead. Like, I completely agree with that, but I would much rather just solve those other issues before. And it's a very strange hill for large content creators to die on, because they are like there are groups of people that exist on this planet that will hear what somebody hear what an influencer will say, like a big influencer or a big content creator, that will hear what they say, and that will go through to them faster than anyone else. Someone turns around and goes, hey guys, you shouldn't be saying these words, you shouldn't be saying these things, you shouldn't be thinking these things about people just because they come from a different place or they have a different skin color than you. That stuff is way like better from them than coming from like their parents or their teachers, or you know, like some advert on the TV. If it comes from somebody who they like idolize, that message is like disseminated so much better and so much easier. But the problem is, as we've seen of like some stuff like coming off of this, some of the people in these like things calling for these like bans on gambling are actually they've been cited with like, you know, racist comments themselves. It's like interesting, isn't it? It's like, why did you not die on that hill? Mainly because you'd probably be found out for doing it yourself, which is a real damn shame. Because then how do you create change? If the people at the top with all of the loudest voices are the ones that are part of the problem, you know? It's tough. In a perfect world, everything is free. Greed. I'll gamble fake internet points. I like that. I actually like that. They get a laugh out of the big boys saying they were going to boycott Twitch. I thought boycotts didn't work. That one was hilarious. Yeah. Boycotts don't work. Like, none of this will work. Oh yeah, we're going to boycott them though. It will work if they do it. The thing is, it's correct. So, like, if they boycotted Twitch, it would work. Now, why couldn't they do that before? Do you think online gambling could be addictive? 100%. Like, it's not where I think it or not. I think it's factual at this point. Can be addicting. Yeah, anything's. Do you know bread's addicting? Like addictive? Like, you can get addicted to bread. It's literally a thing. You can get addicted to anything. But like, gambling is very highly addictive. Yeah, it's the same way as dopamine. The only problem is, it's like dopamine, like for example in video games. Hey, I won a match of video games. Woo! And then you're like, okay, that's fine, but like, if I lost the video game, guess what? My life goes on. I haven't lost money. I can still afford food. I don't have to go and like start searching for more money to play the game. Like, it's not how it works. So yeah, just play video games, guys. I mean, if somebody wants to spend their money that way, that's absolutely fine. But understand that like, there are much more fun ways to play. Like, there are much more fun ways to have fun. There's a lot more better ways to make money. It's just have to be a bit more innovative, rather than depending on luck. Because luck is a factor. Luck is always a factor in success, but hard work is also a factor. If you don't have both of them, yeah, it's not gonna work. If everything's free, how would anyone get any work done? Exactly. Robots. No, there's no such thing as a perfect world, sadly. If I lose my Val game, I failed life. Carbs are addictive, full stops. Going keto proves that. I'm going to be trying, I don't try and get rid of carbs when I diet, but like, I'm going to be reducing them a lot. It's gonna be fun. Do you know what the worst thing is, Mr. Euphonium? I've just started setting Lisa's setup for her food content. I cannot wait for it. I'm gonna end up doing some editing for it, and I'm so stupid because I'm like, well, I said to her, I'm like, I'm not editing for you. You can do that. You can learn how to do that. I'll give you all the tools and all the stuff, and I've just reset one of my old laptop for her and everything. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be real interesting, folks. But yeah, like when it comes to this Twitch stuff recently, do you know what like the massive amount of drama just recently has just taught me that I actually don't care about that kind of drama. They could just get on with doing their own thing. I'm going to carry on doing. I'm going to stick to my lane. And I think it's like I can have opinions on it. We can talk about it. This like thing. But like I'd rather like if I'm doing anything, I want to be making like some form of content about it. But I don't want to make it like the driving thing. I will say. One of my main things that I've kind of said for like years now for content creation, don't listen to streamers, don't listen to content creators. Most of them are absolutely dumb. Like most content creators are dumb, and I will include myself in that. Like, it's just opinions of random people who manage to have a camera and a lot of time. It's all it is. Like anybody who like idolizes content creator, like in that sense, like look, you can enjoy like having like you can enjoy having like similar like opinions to content creators and use some of their recommendations based on like you go, okay, well I like this thing they recommend, like movie recommendations, right? It's like movie recommendations. Like everyone said to me Morbius would be terrible, and I was like, it was bad, but it wasn't that bad. Right, and then someone will say to me, "Oh, Suicide Squad was brilliant, like Ink does," and I will never listen to it. And it's like Ink will recommend stuff to me, and I'll say, "Dude, like maybe," but probably never actually like listen to Ink's recommendations because it doesn't fit with me, right? But then that's the difference, right? You challenge those opinions. You can challenge those opinions, right? I will never, and I've said to this to people now, I will never be upset with people talking about things and having different opinions in chat unless it comes down to something that is like a core value of mine, i.e. don't be a racist. They're like, well, maybe, and like, no, there's very little wiggle room. Like in terms of like, if you want to have a conversation about the topic, fine, but if you are doing these things and advocating for these things, it's very different than talking about them. You're not allowed to challenge. He's like, no, you can't challenge my opinions. But yeah, don't listen to me. No, absolutely not. No. Like, make your own decision. Like, it's not so much listen. It's like, don't just listen. Does that make sense? Like, don't just listen to me. If you want to listen to me and you want to get my opinions and then go, hey, hold on, that's a really cool point. But, that's good. How, like, challenging opinions is very healthy. But also knowing how to challenge opinions without being rude or callous or like just a general meathead, like those sort of things, very important too. But yeah, don't listen to content creators. They don't know what I'm like the majority of people will just make stuff like we get paid to talk, right? Like most content creators, if you're full-time content creator, you get paid to talk, and eventually you're just going to say something that's just really stupid. Do you know what I mean? Bob, you wrong. Unfollow everywhere. Lol. Yeah, people tend to be so rude. I mean, can I tell you, actually, there's someone in chat. So there's a few people in chat that I actually... So Corey makes some really interesting points. Corey doesn't talk like a massive amount in chat. But I always know when Corey puts stuff in chat, I genuinely find it engaging because it actually looks at all sides of an argument, and it's really cool. Some content creators would pay for them sharp. Lol. Only listen to content creators that add in so you know to believe the opposite of what they say. No, that's also not true. Just challenge whether someone's been a bad actor, though. No, I appreciate that, Corey, because it's stuff that stands out, right? It's stuff that stands out to me. And I'm using yourself as an example. Paul's very good at that as well. Paul, Orange Croc, another person that really stands out to me. He will challenge my opinion in chat, like almost like any time he's in chat. And I actually like it because it makes me think. He's going, okay, well, I'll go this, and that. And he goes, yeah, well, have you thought about this, though? And I'm like, actually, you know what? I didn't. Let's have a think about that. Filthy shields a lot of you. Lol. But, like, it's important to have those things and challenge each other on these things. But challenge doesn't mean confront. Challenge means, like, questioning these things. Like, yeah. I stand up with stupidity everywhere. It happens. You're hearing this, you know. Oh, it's good. At the end of the day, I just say, like, if somebody's saying something on the internet, just be aware that, like, they also might have ulterior motives. Like, I will say a thing as well. This is why I try and create content that's built around stories. Because I used to have this thing where I used to do reviews of, like, tech, and I was like, hey, this is like the best thing on the market for this right now. And then by the time, like, you know, a few months passes, something else comes out and someone goes, well, this exists. I'm like, yeah, well, I did this back then. It's like, well, you can't really say it's the best on the market if it's not always going to be the best on the market. I was like, oh, God, you people are tiring. But I basically ended up turning around and going, hey, I tell you what I'm going to do. Instead of, like, doing content that's built around, like, this is the best, that's the best, these comparisons, tech comparisons, because I feel like I know my tech relatively well. I'm not the person I would go to for, like, ultimate tech stuff, but what I would say is any kind of reviews and things that I do, I try to give you the story of why I think it adds value to me. Because I think that's like really important. And that's kind of how I like to deliver content now. I like to try and deliver it as a story, right? Anything I do, I try to deliver it as a story, because then it's like, okay, so for example, my laptop that I got sent by Gigabyte, I actually have a video on the main channel, and it was literally like, hey, I was getting burnt out. I was getting fed up of being in this room 24/7. I needed to get out of this room, especially when I was doing stuff like editing and stuff like that. It was just draining me. And I said, hey, I'm looking for people who do laptop stuff, and Gigabyte reached out to me and they're like, hey, this is what we want to do. So my whole video wasn't about, hey, this video has a 3070 in it, this has this Intel processor in it, it has this GPU in it, it's got this kind of screen. I mentioned those things, sure, but it was never about that. It was never about the technical side of it from that perspective. It was how that thing helped me as a creator to feel less burned out, and how it allowed me to be able to do what I can do here elsewhere. That was the story. So where I'm creating content, I'm not saying, hey, this is the best, or this is the worst, or this is like what you need, this is the like be all and end all. This is me going, this is the thing that I use to be able to achieve this goal. Yeah, it's the why. Yeah, the why is, yes, I love the why. Two sides, everything, best to get both people. There's like 7 sides to everything, like, because you've got like, oh sorry, I love the 3 sides. It's like there's their side, there's your side, their side, and the truth. I like that one. But like there's 7 different sides. It's all dependent. It's perspective, right? Like it's all about perspective and nuance, and it's a very hard thing to find in today's society. And it sounds like very much like in today's society, it's so hard to find, you know. It's very hard to have nuanced conversations, have see nuanced content, because that's the thing. There's objectivity, subjectivity, perspective. Because perspective is really key as well, because it's like what I need might not be what you need. Therefore, it's not the best for you, but it might be the best for me. So many different things. But yeah, speaking of tech, what do you think about Razer's Stream Deck? I haven't seen that much about it. I saw it when it came out. Obviously working with Elgato, it's not something that I go like I'm going to be, because obviously I'm partnered with Elgato on the gaming channel. It's not something that I'm going to be like, hey, check this out. Like, I'm not gonna it's not something I'm gonna like highly promote. I will say it's hilarious that they pretty much like, I think it's quite funny that Razer like has beaten Elgato to do stuff. Like, I know a lot of people want the Stream Deck with, like, you know, the same things as Go XLRs. It's interesting how they pretty much just went, hey, we're gonna take a Go XLR and a Stream Deck, and we're just gonna take that idea and put it together. It's just very quiet. I just don't hear about any of it. And the reason I don't hear about any of it, because I don't think they're doing anything different. They just went. Personally, again, I haven't looked at it heavily enough because it's not on my radar. Because I'm focused on the Elgato, and the reason I focus on it, and this is actually a good example of the story, I don't focus necessarily on Elgato because of the technical side of it, but just how it helps my life. Like I showed you a thing earlier with the clips thing. I use Stream Deck to do that, and I use Stream Deck. I use the Stream Deck. I use all loads of different things within that ecosystem to be able to help me execute. Yeah. Like I don't want to do anything. Yeah, like look, it's competition is great. Like right, if other companies are doing the same things and that pushes Elgato, the company I work with, to do cooler, newer stuff, I'm all for it. Right? Competition is healthy. Competition is good. Anybody that tells you competition is bad probably isn't pretty good at what they do. I don't mean from a content creator perspective. There's no actual need for content creators to necessarily compete for like views or anything like that. You just try. I think there's a better way of doing that because you can compete against yourself. So competition is great. It's perspective. It's nuance. It's interesting. But yeah, I'm fine with them doing that. I just don't think I'll ever look to them for that because of what Elgato have created before anybody else has, and that's an ecosystem. The ecosystem is the thing that sells me on Elgato. Could another company come in and do better hardware than Elgato? Potentially. Could anyone come in and build a ecosystem that rivals Elgato's? Take them a long ass time to do that. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. I typically don't like ecosystems because of Apple. But the thing is with Elgato, they haven't approached it like that. It's an open ecosystem, but it brings things to working together. But I agree with you, Niche. I agree with you. I hate the Apple ecosystem because it's so closed. But I don't think Elgato is the same. Personally, at least. Some people might, but like I don't feel like it's the thing. What do you think of Atom? I love it. I really want it to work on YouTube. I spent some time working. I think the slogan on the Atom website I came up with, Greg was used it. It was like, do you mind if I use that? This is Insomnia, I68. So yeah, go for it. Fun story. That's the first time I met Gregors as well. This Splinter isn't coming out. Might have got a bit of it there. Razer kind of starts the same with the Synapse app. They have lights, capture card, Stream Deck. Yeah, I just don't feel like they're bringing in other plugins as well as every. Like if I go into my Stream Deck program right now, let me just go to the store real quick. Plugins. Like when I go to the plugins, there's like pretty much every single service I use has a plugin for the Stream Deck, and stuff that I don't use but want to use. Wait, Shadowplay works from there too? Sorry, I just found a really cool plugin as something I use that would actually make my life easier. That sounds so scripted, but it really wasn't. I was just like, I could do with that. Sorry. Have you done XLR videos? I have done a video for the Go XLR with Astro headsets, so two of the products I use. Obviously, I work with Astro. Almost met Gregors at EGX 2019. Hopefully meet him this Friday. Yes! I'm good. I can't go to EGX this month. Use the DIM plugin. DIM plugin is fantastic. Yeah, I basically like the thing is as well. Like Elgato competitors are like they have had or do have like they're like I don't know if they still are on there, but there's definitely like people that like create similar things to Elgato stuff which exist within that framework or can be controlled with a Stream Deck. You know. That's what I like about it. They're not sat there and going, no, all mine. They stand on their own merit. They're like, hey, our stuff's the stuff. And I like that, personally. Always a musician in my form life, so someday I'll get back into audio setups. Audio setups are I messed mine up the other day, which is I still need to work on my mic. My mic's still not working the way I want it to work, so. 2 seconds. It's getting a bit warm in here now. It's nice. Nice that it's getting a little bit warmer. Oh, did you want to see my anniversary card? I haven't showed you guys this. This is what my wife got me. We said we weren't going to get each other anything this year. That's what she got me. happy anniversary, here's a piece of folded card. Because she knows I get annoyed about buying me cards because I think they're pointless. She bought it. I was like, why did you buy it? Why did you buy it? She's just doing it to troll me, basically. I'd like to hear this perspective of Elgato partner on the Razer Stream Deck, but I guess it can happen. I don't know if it couldn't happen. Like, I think the best person for something like that is somebody like Harris or Sam or one of those guys who are doing like the tech reviews, like who have like very much allowed to promote anything they want. They're part of obviously my partnership with Elgato is, hey, you can't promote other products from other competitors because that wouldn't make sense. It's exclusivity, right? That makes sense. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I'll have a different opinion regardless. Like, my opinion would stay the same, but I don't know. Again, I haven't tried it, so it's very hard for me to give it an objective opinion. But I'd say subjectively, I'm not really seeing a great. I don't know. I'm just not hearing that much about it. Actually, the first time I've heard about it in ages is when you mentioned it today. So, but that's fair. That's fair to want to ask for that as well. I think what I just want Elgato to make the thing that the idea I came up with it. I say I came up with, like, you know, the concept that I shared. There's a reaction game on Elgato. It's a reaction deck. What? There is a lot more plugins than I remember last time. There's a considerable amount of stuff that I want to have a look into. Elgato Facecam? Haven't got one of them. Stream Raiders has one? Huh. Huh. That's interesting. The teleprompter? So Razer stole your idea? No. Do you want to see it? I'll show you the proposal. I'll show you the proposal. This is a good thing to share on Streamsight channel, to be honest. This is something I put forward. Where is it? Product. Elgato. Here we go. Right, here we go. Let's zoom in. I need to change that so that transition is different. So this was hold on. This is the Elgato pitch that I did, I guess, a concept pitch. So a little intro. I'm a huge fan of Elgato and their products and how the ecosystem has been created by the team over the years. Puts a creator at the center of their production and allows them to execute on their wildest ideas by removing technical roadblocks they would otherwise face, allowing them, me, to create better. With that in mind, I want to share with you a concept from a product I believe would benefit creators by having it join the Elgato ecosystem. This is the Elgato prompt. So a purpose-built teleprompter for streamers and YouTubers to help them connect with their audience and make more professional content. Here's a closer view. So built-in screen. So most other teleprompters need an external device to allow you to utilize their features. The prompt not only removes this requirement, but adds features like custom chat integrations, customizable teleprompter, Stream Deck integration, and more. So scroll up and down. You can scroll up and down the chat using your Stream Deck. You can switch between certain things. You could like increase the font size, decrease the font size, all this sort of stuff, all within the Stream Deck. You could do it like move it faster, have it scroll. So like rather than have it like when chat comes out, you can actually have it scroll, change the animations on how it appears, all this sort of stuff, right? And yeah, additional features like having a USB powered screen. So the screen would actually like have a removable USB. So you can actually just like literally like unplug it. But it actually, Richie, a lot of content creators have said they'd really like to see this. I hopefully will get to talk to Elgato about this specifically at some point, like directly. I'd like to do that. I sent their idea to them and like they're interested. I think they were interested to like see it, but I don't know if what further from that. Add a solar panel to it, lol. But yeah, the idea is it all works within the, as you can see, it's like working with the multi-mount. This is again, it's not an exact rendition of multi-mount because obviously like, it's hard to like render this. Ben rendered this for me, but yeah, it has removable USB-C input, which allows cables to be as long as they need. So say for example, if you wanted to put this in the middle of a room and you were like, hold on, it's not going to stretch, I can't fit it on my camera, but you actually can just by having it on there. And what you could actually generally do is have this on a one fit unit system. So if you have a master mount like with the table mounts, you could literally pick it up and move it around. Which would be really cool in my opinion. You can change like the sliders and sort of things, like so it fits your camera, so you could have it fit the face cam, or if you, so it doesn't matter if you use an Elgato face cam, DSLR, or even your phone. The backplate slides out with a variety of different sizes to allow the best coverage to avoid light leaking into the prompt, maintaining capture quality. But yeah, the idea is like one of the interesting things as well is like which as well as having the USB powered screen, which means no sudden battery failures. If you wanted to ensure your privacy, simply lift the screen and it will hide your camera whenever you need. Based on what they did with the Keylight Mini, which is amazing by the way, they could even potentially have this as a battery powered thing. So yeah, that would be really cool, I think. I'd love to see a version of the Stream Deck which is like a handheld battery version, but I suppose you could just use the Elgato app for your phone, which you could do with this as well, to be honest. But yeah, that's something that I would love to see. I use my teleprompter a lot, so having something that was like Elgato like based, that was like built in and made my life like that much easier, I would very much enjoy that. Yeah, there we go. What do you guys think? Do you like that idea? Everyone's just like, nah, it's a terrible idea, Bob, shut up. But yeah, I'm a big fan of doing stuff like that fits into the ecosystem. Wait, hold on. Why have I... Oh. I got added in a tweet that just got a like from IDOS Montreal, but the tweet was from March the 19th, and IDOS Montreal have just liked it. What? Rob, duck and weave, always. Need more coffee? That's my thought. You show for reading a chat. I don't think a tablet would. I think a tablet would be enough for that. How do you mean? Like having like a tablet like place? Yeah. So I use like hit right here. You see why that shadow's there? I have a teleprompter on my camera right now, right? I put my phone on there to attach it to be able to do it, like to be able to like read the scripts that I do for my YouTube, right? But that one is an integrate. Again, it's not about doing something that's necessarily like brand new. Confirmed IDOS is using IE for their it's not about like necessarily having something brand new, it's having something that fits within the ecosystem and helps you create better. Because that's the thing, it's like Stream Deck is just a macro like keyboard. That's all it is. You know what I mean? It's just a very advanced version of it. Do Bob Duck and Weave signature Elgato teleprompter. I like that. The integrated scrolling, like the fact that you can change like the fact that you can change like the fonts. Again, that's the key thing, right? It's the ecosystem side of it where you can go, okay, well, I'm going to make the font bigger or smaller, or I'm going to do this, that, and the other. So it's like having those things that you can do that changes and makes it worth putting into the Elgato ecosystem. Like the removable USB that allows you to have it so it's powered, so you don't have to utilize your phone, so you can use your phone like separately as well. Or say if you wanted to, so if you have a teleprompter, right, but you use your phone as your camera, for example, for like your smaller creators, if you have a phone, use your phone as your camera, because your phone camera is actually fantastic. My DSLR that I use, like my main DSLR I use, is only 1080p 60. So I can only get 60 frames per second if I'm using 1080p. I can only get 4K 30, which I don't want. I'd rather 1080 60 frames per full resolution. But like my phone can do 4K 60, like without breaking a sweat. So like if you use that, then how am I gonna, like, you have to have a phone that you sit on there. It's having a purpose. Again, not everyone is going to buy it. It's not going to be for everybody, but I guarantee you, if they make that, people's quality of creation will go up. And I do think it would be very valuable. It'd be perfect for me. Stop using emotion to fix logical coding issues. Does not work. Lol. I love my job. Sometimes I hate it when you get into the weeds. It's not fun. That's fair. What if you could scroll it with a motion sensor? Oh, that would be cool. I think it would be easier to just have the thing built into your phone, though. like the Elgato, so you have it like have the Elgato phone like app, and you can literally just sit here and just scroll up and down. But wait, oh, DSLR, now you're speaking my language. Sony, very, very cheap Air. I have two Sony A5100s. They're both obsolete now. Very good cameras though. I just got a notification for your video in the main channel. Thought you were going to stream early today. Yeah, no, I am, Kinzo. I'm going to be streaming over on the main channel in about 25 minutes now. If they added a scroll to the stream deck, that exists. In a sense, it's just pages. Pages is a really cool thing on stream deck if you've not tried that out. Very cool. Just make the prompter part. Just make the prompter part of your gaming glasses, like actually built into glasses. Yeah, I don't know. Every YouTuber I know uses Sony. I think it's probably because Sonys are cheap, right? I don't know a great deal about cameras. I just know this one is nice. I like it. I like how it makes me look. I wish it would make me look a little less pale, but hey. You're bracing for disappointment, Chris? What, with Avengers? I'm intrigued. I think the heroic bust could be intriguing. I think I'm not holding a lot out for the mission, but I want story stuff. I think the thing is as well, if you go in with low expectations and then it's great, then fantastic, because then you're surprised pleasantly. But I don't know. Put chat on your pop filter. Less pale would be false advertising. Wow. Fair. Say Sony is great for video, so that's probably another reason. I've never had a problem with mine, to be fair. I really enjoy my cameras. Actually, I got one of them for free because basically they delivered my camera. They said they delivered my camera. My camera wasn't delivered to my house. I told them it wasn't there after 2 weeks of waiting. After 2 weeks of waiting, they sent me another one. And at that point, a neighbor, there was 2 streets over. I say a neighbor, someone who's living in my neighborhood, I guess, for 2 streets over, said, "Hey, we found this in our back garden, and it has your address on it. I don't know how it ended up in ours because we're not even like the same number, same street. But anyway, I was like, we saw this is yours." So at that point, it had 2 cameras. I was like, well, I'm not going to go back and tell them. They messed up. They left the freaking camera out because these people were on holiday as well. Looking pale means you've been taking care of your skin from UV damage. Nice save. That's fair, Chris. But again, like I say, if it is good, then, pleasantly surprised. I think the prompt would be really fun. I think the prompt would be something really fun. I'd use it a lot. I like this privacy filter too. Standing next to me, you look golden. Positively gleaming. How are you doing? How you doing, Fletch? You well? I was gonna say temps for a second, and I don't know why my brain went to temps. Oh, I just saw temps in a message on Discord. People using their phones and their webcams, just put your chat on there, boom, mobile teleprompter, then you have to use the crappy front cam. You can do that. I have an app that does that. Hold on. I've got oh, this is an old script. Two seconds. I'm gonna show you. Let's try and show you this. So here you go. So I can so here you go. This is like the teleprompter that sits over the app. So I can literally just go. So I can do that for sure. But yeah, nah. It's not the optimal experience, I'll put it that way. Look, I still use 2 Logi C920s. Well, the thing is, this could work better. Your phone camera. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you have this thing, it might be able to work better. Again, it's not going to be for everybody. Again, then again, I'd say that about most Elgato products. They're not for everyone, you know? I feel bad about that and tell them I have two. I mean, I didn't find out until they sent me another one. I'm not going to ring him up and go, hey, where can I return this camera? The fact that they left it outside in someone's back garden for 2 weeks. Yeah, that doesn't get sympathy from me. Not for a corporation doesn't get sympathy from me at all. A stand with built-in wireless charging. I have a folder, just need to find a stand for it. I really want a phone with wireless charging. I don't know if the 6 has it. I think the 6 does actually, doesn't it? The Pixel 6. Somebody might be able to tell me that. I was very surprised it wasn't destroyed. The box is was completely useless, but it just managed. It was obviously wrapped. Have you done any lo-fi or plans to with Streamsight? We have 3 lo-fi albums. We have 3 lo-fi albums. They were the first albums we launched: Astro, Cosmos, and Lumos. I actually have my background. My background on my PC is actually the Cosmos album artwork. Yeah, on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, pretty much every site that you can look at me. Haven't checked this out since I moved. Hell, data in Japan. So I knew. Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, I've had nothing but good comments about the lo-fi. People still love the lo-fi, even though it's the first one. A lot of people find it's very good to concentrate to. But I think that's lo-fi in general. But they were saying some of the lo-fi that is on those albums is very, very, very good, useful to help them concentrate when they're working on stuff. So that's cool. Studying in particular, I had a lot of students tell me it's really good. So you're saying that you produce the music? Yes. I own the music, and the music is produced by Streamsight. 2 seconds. I'm just gonna grab a drink. I feel my nose blocking up. I've had a massive cold. Charlie's brought back loads of germs. Lo-fi helps a lot with that whilst doing video edit. Yeah. So I don't make the beats, but I am a producer. I am the producer, sorry, should I say, the producer for Streamsight. Like the rock playlist with Avengers? Yeah, I do. It's been a while since I listened to rock play. I still the latest album, Genesis, is my favorite. What did I do, Fate? You seem pretty happy about some stuff. You literally triggered inspiration? Go for it. Who makes the music then? Various artists. Depends on the album and depends on the track. The same way ghostwriters work. Does that make sense? So I have artists that create the music under the brand. And they sell me the rights to the music. And so, yeah. So I have a second phone I use for a monitor, but my folder's much bigger and I can use it better for chat. I'm going to modify what I will DM you. Awesome. I'm excited. I'm glad something triggered whilst you were chilling in here, bud. Do you buy their music? Essentially, yeah. We've got 18 listeners on right now. That's higher than usual for this time of the day. Nice. Thanks so much, guys. Appreciate you. Essentially, so it's not buy their music. That's oversimplifying it. It's I license and commission the creation of the music. So it's not ever. It's weird. It's weird because when we start talking about it, it starts getting quite close to legalities and also close to IP. So there's certain stuff I want to talk about. Certain stuff I commission it is probably closer. License and commission it is probably the most specific and probably correct term. You gotta keep checking Spotify because ads pop and pause the music. It should just go back after the ads slightly. But yeah, I don't tend to explain too much about it because it tends to give away the farm. Yeah. Again, I like to use the correct wording, but yes. but it's more about, yeah, basically I say this is the music that I want it to sound like this, I want it to be like this, I want it to have this tempo, I want to have this inspiration, I want you to pull from this or pull from that. You know, like there's vibes, themes, riffs, like loads of different things that you can pull. The stuff that you can't pull, because obviously you can't have like can't suddenly have it in the middle of a song go bum 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 bum, but like, you know, it's just not gonna happen. But like there's a lot of stuff in there. But ultimately it's about going, hey, what's my key role in it is distribution, management, and so basically I decide what songs go through. So I've probably approved less songs than I've denied overall. Supervive with a metal album. Have you heard the rock album, Chris? Like, it's I don't know if it's quite metal. I wouldn't say it's metal, but like, I don't know if that's like a stopgap. I do want to do a metal album, but there are a lot of people who are specifically specializing in metal, whereas I want to go wide before I go deep. So I want to have a lot of different like types of music available. You're curious because you make music. Oh, interesting. That's okay. That's interesting. Have you tried making music yourself? Yes, when I was young, I didn't like it. That's what they said, Fletch. That's what they said. But yeah, no, metal album is 100% possible. No, don't apologize. I always think it's better if we can say they, because then we don't stick ourselves in one genre. By the way, actually, I don't think I've mentioned this at all today, guys. Thanks to Astro, I actually have a giveaway running right now. Appreciate you. But yeah, guys, if you want to go check out the Astro A40 Ti headset giveaway, you can enter here to win a headset like this one. This is A50s, but like the A40s. And you get extra entries, 50 extra entries actually. You get extra entries every day you listen to Streamsight music. You get 1 entry every day when you listen to Streamsight music. You get 50 extra if you are a member either on Coffee, like Streamsight's Coffee, my main channel Coffee, or my main channel YouTube member. So that's the thing that you can get. You can get the codes from when you actually sign up as well. Definitely enter, definitely enter. Definitely worth it. Well, Kinzo, the great thing, like I say, the great thing is like, because like it doesn't get mentioned a crazy amount. Like, it's definitely worth having a go and having a look. But you guys, by being here and listening, and obviously, like, if you listen to the music already, if you go through the link that's on the giveaway, you get an extra entry every time you do it. So there is that, which is pretty cool, if you ask me. But yeah, there's I will be doing that. I'll be doing that like I think we'll be returning to doing that every month, I think. I took a bit of a hiatus. We had a few months off, mainly because I got fed up of people constantly asking if they'd won the giveaway. I was like, no, you haven't. Or getting like really upset when they didn't. Which was like a very, I think I had at one point somebody who was like actively in chat going, it's like, oh, that's BS, because somebody won something like twice in a row. I can't help that. It's random. no specific focus on anyone. It's completely random. Punk/punk pop punk album. I tell you what, guys. There is a Streamsight Discord. In there is a thing called requests. If you want to drop requests in there and like things with like inspiration, you go, hey, I'd love something that's like this genre and like this. RNG is brutal. RNG is brutal for some people. I'm entitled to free, right? That's definitely a vibe that I got from some folks. But yeah, if you're interested in checking it out, then more than welcome to. Like I say, I tend to get the link for the Discord, absolutely. !disc. Actually, do you mind putting it in, Kinzo? !Discord. Because I think it should work now. I think everybody should be able to do that. I'm gonna try and see if this works, because it's just been a pain in my butt recently trying to get a bot to work. What's Fate sent me? Oh, that's cool. I like that, Fate. That's very cool. I don't know if Fate's still here, but yeah. It does! Amazing. Amazing, look at that. No, my recent luck, maybe I'll get the headset before the giveaway actually finishes. Wait, Diggy, did you get your... Hold on, did you win a headset? I'm confused. Just pop it down in charges, yeah, then you can just use it. Nice. How about the album with singing? How about the album with singing, not instrumental? I don't tend to put... So that's where it gets a little bit blurred. Like this is a little bit of a harder thing, because like basically what ends up happening is when you start to include people's voices, then you need to specifically license their voice, but you need to license their voice for that track, and that's when you need to start getting lawyers involved, which is much harder, and a lot more problematic. Because basically someone could come along like, you know, 2 years down the line and be like, I don't like you anymore. I don't want you having or making money off my voice anymore because this and that and the other. Get my voice off of there. Or you can only license people's stuff for like certain amounts of time. But beats, it's like, it's different. Two X-Gamers and the Yay. Okay, cool. I was about to say, hopefully I haven't missed anything. We used to do 3 giveaways like a freaking thing, didn't we? 3 giveaways a month, and I've gone down to none because it just got so stressful. Why not sing yourself and ask someone to auto-tune it? Nah, I've got no interest in that. Like, the thing is as well, like, I don't feel like having that much singing stuff behind, like I don't think I'd be able to talk as much if someone was singing. Like, I was listening to music where someone was singing. I think it overlaps too heavily, personally. Because I think as well, like, I think it makes me a better creator, not having that space filled with other people talking. Honestly, I prefer beats for getting car for work. Yeah, I think like for me, it's like it's music created for stream, right? Or created for like and there's an extension. Studying has been a thing with like the lo-fi stuff. Like, my wife listens to the Rock album when she runs, and Genesis as well when she runs this album, but not all of them. She's like, yeah, I don't like all the songs on this album for running, but there's certain songs on the album which are really good for running, so yeah. Like, hold on. This one's actually one of the quieter ones, but was it Starbeam? Like movie music. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you can hear the dialogue. Yeah. It's always the idea. That was always the focus. I never wanted to do it outside of that. So yeah. But yeah, no one wants to hear me sing. If I was to do anything recorded voice, it would be like voiceover stuff, which I do want to have a look at doing. Right. Just fully aware now that it's almost time for switching over to the main channel. I actually should be able to do this now. I just realized this. I should be able to do this now. So if I go to oh, I need to allow raids to this channel as well. I forgot to enable it on this channel. But if I should be able to go to redirect, right? And I should be able to redirect you guys to the main channel. If you want to join us over there. That is. Customization? Where is it? Huh. Interesting. Why can't I do it here? That is very strange. Maybe I need to enable something. You have an IS4. Thank you, Kinzo. I appreciate that. I think I could have like some interesting stuff like do like voicing stuff, like different voices. I wanted, do you know what I really want to practice? It was my other one the other day was my Callus from Destiny. Kind of just did it off the cuff and it sounded pretty good, and I'd like to like push that one a little further. Should be in the community tab. Thank you, Diggy. Oh, I'm on the wrong bloody channel. No, go away. Logged into the wrong channel there. Hold on, let me do it. Let me. Oh my god, what am I doing? Let me do it over here. No, let me not do it over here. I need to do it here. Special kind of idiot today. But it'd be interesting to see if there's anything coming out from YouTube. I'd be very interested to see if there's actually stuff that comes out today. Because it should start coming out at least from this point. So if you don't know, again, like what we're looking at in terms of these YouTube changes, keep an eye out for it. Would you actually, I have a question before. Sorry, just went into a wrong thing. I have a question before we actually finish up today. Would you like to see the video where I talk about the difference in the amount of money you can make streaming from ad revenue on YouTube versus Twitch? What do you think? Yep. Okay. I will have a look into that. A big thank you to everybody who's chilled with us today, by the way. Like, it's really cool to get. We got again, we did the streamers like half the duration, so but having an average view duration of like 30 minutes is what we're at right now. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed your time today, because it's been like, these kind of streams are different for me because it's like talking about streaming stuff and like maybe doing some creative stuff while we're doing it. So it's different from just the gaming stuff, but it's been fun. I have fun doing this. This is a good creative outlet for me. What was I trying to do? Settings and community. See if we can actually do this thing. Community. All channels can redirect to my content. There we go. Beautiful. So that's that. Let's see if we can't change this now. Wait, I still can't change. I still can't raid out. Maybe. Oh, maybe I have to refresh. Sounds good. I learned some cool stuff. To be honest, I prefer that. I barely watch gameplays on gaming streams. That's fair enough. Well, this stream happens every Tuesday. Every Tuesday from 12 p.m. like midday BST. So if you guys are ever interested in checking it out, keep an eye on the thing. You obviously, if you have notifications on this channel, like I say, it's a very low notification level channel. There's not gonna. I don't put. Obviously, we don't have access to community tabs or anything like that, so you're not gonna get spammed with anything extra there. But yeah, like if you want to whack notice on for this channel, you'll keep basically only put out stuff I think or I've heard that people want in terms of value or like new music. So give it a go. You never know. I can't seem to raid out from here, so that'll be fine. But I am going to go over to the main channel, which I will link for you guys right now. Give me 2 seconds. Here we go. It's going to take me to the wrong place, isn't it? Yes. Here we go. There's the main channel, guys. If you want to join me over there, I'll be swapping over shortly. If you also want to, please go check out the Twitch channel. Also check out the Twitter as well if you haven't already. I super appreciate that. Here we go. I'm just going to try to do everything now, D, so I'll whack it all up. Check out the Twitter as well. Also, come check us out over on Discord. Join the Discord. Share your preferences around the music and what you want to see. But in the meantime, guys, stay safe, stay awesome. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you over on the gaming channel in a bit. Bye bye.